Welcome back to another episode of Voidbound. We would absolutely love it if you'd like this video, subscribe to our channel, and check that bell so you never miss an episode. Okay. And of course, while you're doing that, I'm going to read some comments from last episode right now. Comment number 1. Scream is the epitome of Andy's mantra, I'd rather be lucky than good. You haven't seen anything yet. Comment number 2. I love how every time Mjolnir speaks, the rest of the table reacts with various degrees of awe, horror, and dumbfoundedness. Though I like to imagine the actual characters are numb to his cryptic bullshit by now, and just tell their octogenarian grandpa to go sit down and stare at his Eldritch Cube. Very good pun in there, I like that. Quote number 3. That's not Barnabas. That's Trothak the Shark Puncher on his next journey in space.
Let's go.
And quote number 4. Oh man, the opening rocks. Derek, you son of a gun, you're insane. This was worth the wait. Extra kudos to the blasting company. I agree. Well said. So as always, make sure you leave a comment below. Let us know what you think about this new campaign, the mechanics that we're using. Let us know what you think about Neon Odyssey. If you'd like to support the channel, we got a few different ways that you can do that. You can become a channel member right here on YouTube. Go check out our merch shop. We got lots of really great stuff over there. You can become a patron over on Patreon. It is the only way to watch Adventures and Chill. And lastly, if you'd like to learn more about Neon Odyssey, you can go to neonrpg.com and become a VIP today. You'll get access to our VIP Discord. You'll get access to playtest materials that you can start using right now. But most importantly, you become eligible for free Sharp Edge resin dice if you back the Kickstarter in May when the campaign is live. You do not want to miss these dice. So go to neonrpg.com today and become a VIP. Right now. You can do it right now. Thank you. Take it away, Derek.
The scientist of the QSS Ozymandias collapses before you, and even in the dim, eerie violet light, you can see a strange purple-black ichor running down his chin. His strained words echo through the metal passageway you stand in. The Ozymandias is lost. The scientist was only able to get a few words out, only register a few thoughts before he collapses in front of you. His head smacks against the rubberized metal flooring of this corridor, and you are all still bathed in that emergency protocol fuchsia light in every direction. What happens next is up to you.
Holy shit!
Hi, so there are, be the survivors.
All right, no one make a move, Mr. Stabs. This is a job for you.
Excuse me?
Should anyone go near him?
He's a man who needs help.
What's that coming out of his mouth?
All right. Everyone just calm down. Give me a second. And I have my hand kind of on the holster of my heavy laser pistol.
Oh yeah.
But I'm not drawing it. One of my hands is resting kind of. It's almost like instinctual. I don't even realize that I'm doing it. And I start to slowly inch towards this unfortunate individual. Do they seem to be breathing at all as I get within 5 feet?
Make a perception check.
Oh, I'm good at that. Crushed it. 14 plus 8 is
22.
22.
You look and you still, and even though it's relatively dark in this eerie light, it's seemingly low power mode. You look forward, and before you take another step, you see his chest rise ever so slightly, and then back down. There does seem to be some life there.
Anyone who chooses to notice would see that my right hand is resting on the hilt of my pistol, and my left hand is actually touching my chest. And again, it's something that I almost don't even realize I'm doing. It's kind of subconscious as my hand is resting there, and I get within distance of this person, and I kind of see if I can take my left foot to see if I can kind of like roll him over a little bit, and I shout back over my shoulder to Barnabas, not really looking at him. He's still breathing. What the hell?
You all watch as you, standing back, Scrim approaches the form on the ground, and he lifts a leg and pushes one of the shoulders, and the scientist rolls onto his back completely flat against the floor now. And you can see spilling out of the side of his mouth and even from his nostril what looks like almost heavy crude. Very thick, disgusting ichor that flows slow.
With an absolute flash of precision, it's deadly quick. My right hand has produced a quick blade, and I very gently scoop up some of this stuff off of his face on the tip of my dagger.
Okay.
And I kind of hold it up. You ever see anything like this, Barnabas?
It doesn't disconnect right away. When you pull it up, there's a thin tendril that follows along, almost like a cobweb. And it's thick and drooping and overflows over the edge of your knife and continues to you realize that you're going to have to wipe this blade clean and kind of whip it free of how thick it is. Honey molasses thick.
What do you make of this, Captain?
I've seen a lot of sicknesses, plagues, scurvies in my day.
I sniff at it a little bit.
I don't think I've ever seen anything like that, Mr. Stabs. Be careful with it. Bring it back for the young lady to scan with her
Don't move it near your
contraptions.
face. It could be contagious.
Be careful about breathing it in.
Something took out the crew of this ship.
A few bubbles are emerging from the side of the mouth of the scientist, and you bring it a little bit closer just to see if you can give it a smell. And
look, Mr. Stabs is all vibes. He's not no thoughts, all vibes. He's just I want to smell it.
Mr. Yornir, keep praying to your God. We need to help this man. We are on a mission for recovery and rescue, right, Miss Voss?
Yes, correct. But we do also need to make sure we make it out. We don't know what caused that ichor. It could be contagious.
After I smell it, if there's nothing of note.
No, there is very. I just had to make a quick reference
notes
here.
Of bergamot.
No, nothing like that. This is a very pungent smell. I would say that the closest thing that you associate it with is perhaps whetstone, a kind of mineral-esque smell, like you're standing in a cave or something along those lines. It has. Those notes, and you pull it away very quickly, hearing the talk of disease.
I will walk back over to the rest of the group after the captain has suggested perhaps you would like to see it. That doesn't smell too bad.
You don't have to move it so quickly. And at my... Drew it all over.
We all get splattered. Yeah.
I'll pull out. I kind of like rifle through some of the tech that I have strapped to myself before I eventually pull out this this long-handled contraption with a almost like a. It doesn't even look like a clear screen, but it just looks like there should be a screen in the middle, but there are like corners on it. Yeah. And I'll kind of aim it like I'm scanning it, and I'll see if I can get a reading.
What are you doing mechanically?
I'm mechanically just trying to get a reading on it, Derek. I just said that.
Okay.
Hold on. I'm finding it on my sheet.
Yep.
You'll have noticed too is that as I'm on guard, but I have my two various pistols at my side, but I am definitely holding on to one of the grenades on my bandolier as Scrim is approaching.
Many of you have, given the unknown risks of this situation, taken a little extra precaution to make sure that if anything should suddenly go awry, you are prepared for anything. Delphina.
I just want an Arcana check on it. I just want to see what I can figure out about it.
No. You give it a quick look, and you scan it with your tech.
23.
Oh, a 23. This substance is organic, but it's certainly not blood, and it doesn't seem like something that Solari would produce naturally, certainly. Whatever this is, it almost seems like it would have had to have been swallowed or injected in order to have been produced.
I would imagine, since it's not anything... this is nothing that I've seen before, right? Clearly nothing like
No.
I'm not even going to make I would imagine in a situation like this that the tech would come up with strange symbols like it can't really get a read on it.
There's an immediate display of processing, and then when it fails, the first check, you get a red dash, the second, a red mark, the third, it quickly goes through a number of different metrics and scans, and each one of them comes up with unknown or failed. And there's... other than what you can see, and there's more and more of this material. Looking at the scientist, even from this distance, you can see that it's almost starting to pool around the back of his neck and around the sides of his head. That this is not something that your technology is familiar with.
It's very strange. Either something's wrong with my device, or whatever that is shouldn't exist.
I'll move. Are you still by the body?
Scrim walked back. So I would say all of you are about 10, 12 feet away from the body.
I'd move a little bit closer, and I've previously been able to use the powers of the harmony to very lightly heal or use restorative properties to people. And I'd like to try and get a sense if I feel like this is, but like, you know, I'm not like a healer of sorts. I'd like to get a sense if I think that this is like dramatically, like if this is like well beyond any kind of healing that I could possibly do.
And you're equipped with some level of magical healing.
Yes.
So this is, you're evaluating whether or not you might be able to undo this beyond, you know, wrapping a simple bandage or putting a Band-Aid on it. Make a medicine check for me, and
I'll move however close that you think I would need to move.
I would ask you, are you making this, it will affect the DC if you are making the check by physically touching this form, or if you are going to try to make the check from afar.
I will get as close as I can. I won't physically touch the figure, but I will get, like, kind of put my hand out and attempt to like sense a harmonic resonance with him.
Yeah.
and not like ooh, bunch of crude.
No.
But like try and like resonate and see what I can from there. But I'll get close enough to be like,
You try to
my
center
hand's
yourself and you reach out and you see if there's a disturbance. Go ahead and make a medicine check.
Not terrible. 15.
With a 15, you feel like he is unconscious but stable. Perhaps an amount of choking is happening, but there's a degree of, for lack of a better word, calm about the predicament that this form is in at this time. And because you got a 15, you think that if you were to extend your magic that you might be able to wake him up. Moments ago, he was able to walk, able to crawl, able to communicate. He seemingly recognized Delphina. You had a brief exchange before he fell to his knees and slammed down onto the cold floor of the corridor you find yourself in.
No, there must be something wrong with my device. We really need to get the system up and running. We could take, if we must, we can find a way to get him to the medical bay. We'll need the system online anyway if we're going to administer any sort of true healing to him, outside of what those of us are capable of.
All right, there's a man who needs healing. We'll get him if this derelict ship still has a functional medical bay. We'll get him there.
I think we should absolutely get him to the med bay and turn him on inside, or at least carry him there face down. I think we need to try and get this out of his throat.
Okay, well...
All right, well, I'll be the one to bring him, and I'm going to reach down with my mechanical arm.
Okay.
And am basically going to scoop him up, keep him away from me, but just kind of make sure that presumably I am considerably larger than this guy.
Oh yeah. He's not a small stature.
Yeah.
But you are Barnabas, and you grab him. You grab him with your mechanical arm, and you swing him up. There's a wet slap as a string of ichor sprays against the surface of the ceiling. It hits those overhead like runs of segmented cabling that you can see all color coded. Yeah. Junction boxes, that kind of thing. There's this wet splash. And enough material spills out of this poor form that by the time you situated him onto your shoulder, you hear gurgling and a scream and a voice. Please, get us out. And then he goes limp again.
I know it's not the most comfortable, but it's what you need right now, lad.
He starts to convulse. You can feel his muscles start to jerk and twist inside of your arm. This is no longer like holding a limp form, but instead literally pushing and doing pull-ups and push-ups in your arms as though he's out of control, literally pushing in all directions. You have to, I would say you would need to make an athletics check to keep him in your grip as you are, or acrobatics, depending on how you're trying to do it, as you are trying to move down the hallway.
I am going to, I'll use my other hand, because I'm tired of this, as I see. No, struggle, we're trying to help you! As I am going to make, oh god, where's my good quab? Okay, there it is. Quab D20.
Oh no. This is not good.
Oh no. We have to kill the captain.
16. That's not bad.
16. You're able to tighten your grip, and you all watch as more of this material continues to pool at the feet of Barnabas. His form is twitching every now and again, but you're now prepared for it. You're ready, and you feel like you can go wherever it is that you need to go next. Where that is, it's up to you all.
Oh, sorry.
You go ahead.
We have like a layout of the ship, right? We studied the layout of the ship on the route here.
Last session, I believe we indicated that Delphina has an intimate knowledge of the floors and the maps,
She's seen the blueprint.
And you kind of knew how to get. Okay,
she's
so
been
you
studying
kinda know-
blueprints, and she would know everything there is to know
it.
about what's on this floor, around the corner, and all the way to the other end of this massive ship that you find yourself in.
Thank you.
All right, Captain, how about this? Miss Delphina, you be in the lead us where you want to go. I'll be right next to you to help protect you. And you guys bring up the rear with the captain in the middle. Does that sound good? Is you all happy with that?
Yes, we'll head straight for the medical bay.
Sounds fine to me. I'll bring up the rear, and we should make haste.
All right, perfect. Captain, don't move. And I wipe my knife off very cleanly on this guy, very unceremoniously.
Yeah.
I am like just trying to get all of this crap off of my quick blade before I resheath it.
It's not easy, and even after a few wipes, you look at your blade and you're like,
And I am handling this guy like an awkward piece of luggage or something, right? I'm not being gentle.
No.
I'm here to do a job,
Yep.
and I'm doing what I'm paid to do. And Scrim and I are mobilizing.
You squeeze him, and you all start to push forward. Delphina, I would say that you know that it's not the best equipped of the medical facilities in this massive station, but that just around the corner from where you are, that there is a compact clinical space where you might at least be able to find some medical supply.
As we start to leave this area,
Fucking shit. I'd like to notice if Yorner looks happy or sad.
I'll sort of
luck.
I'll go last, and I'll sort of wait as they start to move through the ship, and I want to kneel down and touch some of this ichor, and like feel it in my fingers and sort of
Absolutely,
spread
madman.
it and watch it.
Oh god, he's touched it.
Okay.
And I'll say under my breath, the ending of time awaits. Doom. And I will flick it off my hands and follow my
But we're
friends.
like, presumably none of us are hearing this.
No,
This is for the audience.
my
The camera
God.
lingers back.
Yeah, the camera lingers on
absolutely.
How the camera lingers. Well, as long as we're playing camera lingerings, go ahead and make a perception check for me.
As long as we're playing camera lingering.
Oh,
Yeah.
we have to kill Yorner.
16.
This is going to deteriorate very quickly.
no.
16.
everyone's infected.
You look at the ichor, and it's this crude purple, brown, very thick, and you're noticing even the reflections in it have this dullish quality to it. But that dullish quality isn't the reflection of the light around you. You realize just for a moment that this ichor almost seems to be mimicking the panels around around you, the color of the walls and the floors, that metallic color. It's almost like a glimpse, like you're staring at the shimmering surface of water before the sensation goes away. But you feel like there's not a magical quality, but a very unusual quality to this ichor. It isn't just liquid. And that is what you're equipped with as you catch up with the rest of the party as they push through the double doors of the medical bay, unless you want to do anything else.
I think that's fine.
You push through the double doors of the medical bay, and you find yourself immediately confronted with what is perhaps a 30 by 20 rectangular room. On the opposite side of the doors is what would be a wall, but it is 45 degrees out because this is the edge of the ship, and you can see that there are what would be windows that can be lowered, shields and panels in front of a wide variety of stations. There are beds in there. Most of them are on wheels, though one of them looks like some kind of a sterilization station with a UV hood. There's adjustable Ooh, yes. The adjustable med beds are on tracks which can be repositioned, locked in place. There are restraint straps and integrated and biometric leads hanging out. You see on the far wall a bank of analog diagnostic machines, an oscilloscope-style vital monitor, blood pressure cuff systems, oxygen saturation monitors, all kinds of technology for the purposes of trauma, surgery, pharmaceuticals, biohazards, perhaps. This is what confronts you as you push in Barnabas with your companions and look for perhaps some way to help this poor fellow.
If I see there's probably some sort of like metallic table that I would just
not 5 feet from the door, there's a metallic table, and you're able to gently or roughly slam him down into place and start to figure out what to do next.
All right, hold still. We're not gonna kill you. Hopefully we can stop what's trying to kill you. I don't know how to use any of this.
Don't look at me, Gavin.
Oh, we need to try and vacuum out what's coming out of his mouth. It might be in his lungs, his esophagus. We have to try and clear his airways.
Vacuum it out, huh? Good.
Whatever they have here, I don't know what they have in the facility, but I'll look around and see if there's anything that looks like a tube that might be connected to suction or anything. If I know of anything that would work in that format,
make an investigation check.
Pull this out from him.
Is there any chance that like some of this stuff is automated? We just turn it on and it'll go and work on it, maybe, right?
17.
17. There's a rolling tray nearby, and on it are a variety of instruments, and you can see that there's some empty syringes. There are also a variety of cabinets along the wall where you imagine there might be more machinery. There doesn't seem to be anything in the immediate around the bed that could be used for like a vacuum or anything hanging from the ceiling that could be used in a mechanical suctional sort of way. You might have to take things a little more analog unless you continue searching.
And the power's still out though, right?
The emergency protocol is still on, so all of this searching that you are doing is in the low light of that violet space.
I mean, if it isn't immediately apparent that Miss Delphina knows how to operate this stuff, then...
Delphina is leaning against the wall, just watching you
Then
guys.
I would
This is not her area.
I would just walk around the perimeter of the room, looking at different panels, buttons, switches, labels, anything that I might be able to read to help Taishen potentially find a way to activate the medbay.
Make a investigation check and go at advantage because I would say that Taishen has already done some of the work for you by process
You may be able
elimination.
to turn on diagnostic services, Scrim. 16
is what I get as my high roll.
16. You find very much the same, but you go that step further and you start to pull cabinets open. Starting with the lower cabinet, you swing one wide, and the machine that jumps out at you is not a suction device like what Taishen's offered, but you do find a terminal box that's connected to what is clearly an ultrasound.
Ha! Jackpot! And I will pull this this thing out. It'll kind of clang on the ground for a second before I hoist it up. Tyson, I found this! And I'll like hoist it up onto the table, and it's a big box that he described.
We might be able to use it to see how extensive this material is in him, if it's in the lungs, the throat, and start to know where to pull from.
Your guess is as good as mine. I'm just here to help. I am no doctor.
Well, let's see if we can turn it on.
You flip a few buttons, and this device appears to be battery operated, or at least have some sort of power cell in it. And after a few clicks, it hisses on with a whine. There's a shoddy, shaky image that eventually crystallizes on the screen, and it's just a sort of a dull, light shape gradient in the center. You imagine that it might be because you're not pressing the instrument against anything.
And I'm assuming it has a cable coming out of the box attached to like a handheld dark orb that you hold over the Scrim, take the scanner. I'll hold the syringe, run it over his chest, and see how deep it goes. And if need be, I can pierce his chest and just start pulling out whatever I can.
All right, hold on. And I'm gonna run away from this bed, grab some sort of stool or something, drag it back over, and like climb up onto the table and almost like straddle this guy.
This is not on wheels, fortunately. But you are able to pull this like vinyl padded chair that's got a like broken seam on the surface. You're able to pull it over, slide it over, and stepping onto it, you join as tall as Taishen, standing over this poor gentleman.
All right, Taishen, make this quick, because if this guy sneezes on me, I'm gonna be pissed.
What I'm trying to do is if he can use the ultrasound to kind of find pockets of like where this is pooling within him, I'll attempt to use a syringe to hit it and just start drawing it out of. I'm presuming it's like pooling in his lungs.
Sure.
And I don't know how. Like I said, I'm not a doctor either, but I've done some battlefield, probably some very light battlefield medic kind of stuff. So I think anything that'd be like crude emergency medicine, I'd be a little bit familiar with. So this is about as far as I'd go. But if I think I can hit, pierce, and pull from wherever this is pocketing in him to clear out his throat, so ideally we stabilize him and he can wake and communicate with us.
You are watching what motion Scrim is making and trying to triangulate how you might be able to attack wherever this pocket of goo might be. And Scrim starts to move it up and down, and the image is difficult to make out. There's a three-dimensional quality to this view, and it takes some adjusting from Scrim in order to get a sense of where you are even in the body. But as the different layers come into focus and then out of focus and shape, you start to get a sense of there's a rib, there's a bone, that moving thing right there, that's clearly the edge of the heart. There's a lung, and you look into the lung, and there does appear to be a tremendous amount of viscousness there. What should be ventricles and everything just appears to be almost like a bean, flat color from top to bottom.
Okay, right there. Captain, hold him down if you can. This isn't gonna feel good. And I'll stab this syringe into my best approximation of where this is through the body. If I can make that determination, I'll stab it in, and if I pierce and think I'm there, I'll start to.
You pierce, and it's all by feel. I'm gonna have to ask you to make another medicine check.
I'm okay at that.
I hope the navigator can see us, and if she can't.
Oh, that's a 9.
That's a 9. You start to pull it first, and you're horrified to find that the plunger doesn't lift. You pull again, and you're not sure if you're in the right place anymore. You're not a medical doctor. You pull it out, and you start to reposition it in and continue. Scrim, I need you to make a perception check.
I'm good at that. Ooh, 15.
Not bad, not bad.
I have +8.
I'd say that is just enough. You're watching Taishen struggle, and your hand had shifted, no longer paying attention. The moment that Taishen acted, you stepped out of ultrasound mode and went into, are we going to be able to survive this guy? Your hand drifts and goes a little bit higher up, and you glance over at the monitor, and there's a flash of movement. Something seemingly swims away out from underneath the ultrasound device.
Taishen?
Hold it still, Scrim!
No,
Hold it still, I missed a lung! I have to try again!
Something's moving inside of him.
What do you mean something's moving?
There's a bunch of ichor in there!
Look! And I point to wherever the machine is. For a moment, I saw it. It flashed. There was movement. I swear I saw movement.
Scrim, you probably saw a heartbeat, or or the expanding collapse of the lung. There's movement throughout the body.
I immediately start moving this thing because now I'm like, they think I'm crazy. I'm looking at the machine moving this thing all over his chest to try to find if I can find it again.
You're finding a heart. You're finding the same lung. You can even see the needle for a brief moment, and then you move it up higher and higher and higher. You get to the center of the throat, and that same sensation, and this time you see it too, Taishan. There's almost like a finger curling out of the way.
No, I swear I saw it, I swear. There, I saw it for a second again. I saw it. What is that?
I'd like to approach, if I can. I have blind sight.
Oh no.
What can I get as I see that they're screaming that there's something inside of them? Does my blind sight read anything? Can I almost see this without the ultrasound happening? Or do I get anything additional?
Make a perception check at advantage.
That was I didn't mean that.
You're good. No, it fell out of your hand. I saw it.
It definitely did fall out.
I swear.
That was not a full roll.
You were
25.
like moving away.
25.
Oh, baby.
25. The vibrations in the room are all around you. There's the subtlety of the humming atmosphere coming in through the vents, the breathing of Delphina leaning against the wall, the Barnabo standing over and watching as Taishen and Scrim are scrambling more and more and more frantically, and you take one step closer, and sure enough, as even in the vibrations of the body that's moving back and forth on this medical bay, scooting along on the floor, you can feel through your blind sight the vibrations of something inside of the like the chest cavity, the neck of this creature. It's like when a muscle tenses, or when something gets like a Charlie horse almost. There's you even know where to look, and you look, and just underneath the jaw, you can, while they're focused on the chest, you see just underneath the jaw a pulse, like there's like a worm or something underneath the skin.
So you'll see me, I'll approach, and I'll be looking down at this guy, but I'm still maybe a couple feet back as you all are doing this, and you'll see my head just sort of face upward and stare blankly, and I have a pretty weird shaped pupil as it is, right? But it'll almost like expand to like my entire eye as I just stare off into space, and I get this sense, right? Not with my eyes, but I sort of just can somehow feel this thing.
Careful, don't pierce his heart, Mr. Gateshow!
I'm trying, but look, do you see that? On the screen, there is something moving in there.
I'm focusing on trying to hold this guy down.
Yeah.
Basically the best that I can.
Yeah.
The beginning.
The beginning of what, Mr. Yarnair?
The end.
What?
What are you saying, for him?
Stop speaking in cryptic riddles, Mr. Yarnair! If you say something, then we can't!
In his neck. Do I have any sense of what this is? Potentially. Beyond a sneaking suspicion.
Oh no.
Make a... Depending on how you are thinking about what you are witnessing, make a history, arcana, or religion check.
Dang.
Oh god, oh god, oh god.
10.
Even though you perceive something alive within this person, something that has severely weakened him and is clearly threatening his life, even in his unconsciousness, when occasionally Barnabas has to hold him down as his body heaves and then relaxes, while Scrim and Taishen continue to relax. And even with your blind sight, there's no way to know what lies within.
I will just take a step back And I will say, he will be the first.
These words ring in your ears, Taishen and Scrim, as you are getting more and more panicked, trying to find this thing. You're moving the ultrasound up and up and higher and higher and higher, and you suspect you have only moments to act, or perhaps lose the life of this poor individual.
I mean, this is chaos. We're all screaming. He's saying cryptic shit. You know, I'm looking at the captain. I am actively shouting. Like, we're all shouting over each other. I'm yelling to the captain, like, what do you want us to do? It's coming up. It's coming up. It's moving. And I'm just waiting. I'm just trying to follow this thing with my business end of the equipment here, and waiting for some command from my captain.
I am going to say, do what you can, Mr. Jade Shell. Strike true.
Oh, I'll try it again. Maybe if we pull it out, maybe it feeds off it. I don't know what it is, but then we'll focus on what we can try and solve. And I'll try and pierce him again as best I can, and see if I can remove anything at all from his lung.
Make another. I would say it would be a disadvantage, but you are being helped by two people trying to save this person's life. So make it straight.
Medicine?
Yes.
Okay. 21.
With a 21, you pull the needle out entirely and push it back in higher up. And this time, it feels like your eyes are in two places at once as you are watching his body, making sure that it doesn't twitch, and also watching the ultrasound. And you finally trajectorize. That's definitely a word. You find the trajectory and you push in. And this time, there's an immediate geyser of this thick ichor that sprays into this long empty vial. You pull, creating suction, and it floods the vial instantly, and all of a sudden you hear
Oh, good gods!
I hit the pocket!
The scientist's eyes pop open, and he looks at all of you in pain. Please, no! Please, no! Help! Get it! Ah! Suddenly, there is a sickening pop and a snap within his torso, as in a moment, it bulges out and bursts. Blood sprays everywhere as a slimy, wriggling shape flies out of it. Little more than a dark shape. It lets out a shrieking hiss as you are all covered in ichor. Oh. It hits the floor. That's fair. And lightning fast, it slips against the wall, up and into a vent, disappearing.
I think with the sudden shock of this and maybe the force of it, and just the surprising and hit with the ichor, I fall off the table and I hit the floor.
Oh, I'm definitely thrown back.
I've been leaning against the wall just watching all of this, and the moment this happens, I lean forward, grab both of my pistols, and attempt to shoot, but I'm still so shocked by this that I hit I hit part of the wall and I hit part of the duct,
There's
and I'm not
the
able
sound
to hit
of...
it, but I was at least ready for something to happen.
Sure, I won't even make you roll for it.
You won't make me roll to miss?
I won't even make you roll for it. For the opportunity to hit, it was such a shock what happened. The violence that happened, and you are both covered from head to toe in this molasses-like substance, that you took a shot in the dark, and it's clear that you didn't hit your target.
You have to kill Scrim.
Looking down, all of you see the bottom of the chin and the throat and the chest, all the way down to the ribs, have been completely opened and severed. What was remains of his shirt had been somehow shredded in almost an instant by whatever creature this was, and you know that it is free.
How big was this thing? Like, how big we talking?
I would say that this was perhaps the size of a ferret.
Like what? Like the size of the things from Mickey 17? The grubs from Mickey 17?
Grub,
I don't know where our grubs are.
That's kind of big.
That's what it is. I mean, they're like rugby ball sized.
Yeah.
It still was able to outmaneuver
Like,
the
move into
ultrasound
the
and
throat.
move around, and it was chewing around, getting through this space. When you look down, and you don't need a perception roll to perceive, the interior of this person had been turned into a lattice of tunnel-like networks by this creature.
Does it look like this guy is clearly dead?
We saved him.
Make a medicine check, an insight check, and then a perception
From the
check.
waist up, he looks like cartoon exploding dynamite. He's peeled.
The DC is 1. He's dead.
Okay, fantastic. I would step over around, like I've just missed my shots, but I'm keeping my eye on the ducks. As I'm walking around, I put my pistol to his head and I just shoot it. Right to his brain.
You shoot the corpse.
Just to make
just
sure.
to be sure.
Just to make sure.
You
I
watch.
don't even watch as I'm just looking to see if it's coming out of anywhere else. And then I holster my pistol and I lean back up against the wall.
You all
If you'll allow me
you
to
all
not
witness
roll for that
this,
one.
and you roll to make sure that you don't shoot Scrim in the
You
foot.
shoot Scrim in the
Oh, I
face.
really hope I get a natural one. I didn't. I didn't get a natural one.
Ah, damn! I just shot Scrim in the face.
An 18 to
You're
hit
able to
Scrim.
do this easily. You put the gun against the temple of this, and as soon as you feel it make contact, you pull the trigger, and there's a blast, and the head is disintegrated, effectively made none.
I'm stunned from hitting the ground, but the moment that I have a chance to compose myself and I like touch my face and see that I'm like covered in this shit, I'm gonna be like, oh, fuck, oh, Captain, it's in my mouth, it got in my mouth, Captain, oh my God, Captain, I'm gonna die.
No, you're fine, lad, wipe it off.
If this is what finally kills me, Barnabas, I'm gonna be so pissed.
Your luck still works here, hopefully, lad.
Oh, God, this is my mouth.
We got beasties. This ship is truly cursed, Miss Voss.
Maybe that thing was excreting this, but that's, I mean, it burst out of him. That's what killed him.
That's true.
We don't know how he came to be impregnated by that thing.
Well, now we know what caused this ship to become derelict, and perhaps to the rest of the crew.
I've never seen anything like this before. Has anyone?
No, none of us have ever seen anything like this, Nation.
Have I seen anything like this?
Make a history,
Oh no!
Arcana,
There is a chance.
history, just to search your personal memories.
If he was doing
16.
well up
16.
until this moment, there is a chance that there are more on board, holed up somewhere, protected. If we can make sure that we kill that thing, it could be the only one. Or it could lead us to the rest.
We will need to hunt that beastie down. That's for sure.
It was fast, Cap. Real fast.
We weren't ready. It got the jump on us. Now we know what we're hunting. I've hunted a great few beasties in space in my day.
But Captain, there was a larger crew on this ship. It went dark. We haven't heard or seen from any of them.
It's a large ship.
We'll hunt this thing down. And now we know that this perhaps is more of a recovery mission and not a rescue mission. No more putting ourselves in danger to save the lives of any crew that might still live. Is that all right? Does that sound amenable to you, Miss Voss? Same price? Recovery, no more rescue.
Rescue mission.
He may be the first. Or the last.
All right, Miss Voss, you're the one paying us. We'll still try to save the lives of anyone else we encounter.
You, with a 16, are perhaps have never witnessed anything like this, but it also doesn't surprise you.
I'll start just like I'm pretty shaken, and you know that's not easy, but that I'm pretty shaken. I'll start just kind of walking around the room and seeing if I can looking for anything that's like towels, absorbent, anything to like get this stuff off of
I imagine
myself.
Scrim might be close behind you, and
Yeah.
it's not a matter of investigation. You just eventually pull a cabinet open, and you're relieved to find
I'd
next to
start
the
tearing
gauze and
open.
bandages that there are a number of towels of all varieties.
I'll grab a couple and just toss them over to Scrim and start.
Oh, sweet. Fuck. No amount of showing's ever gonna fix this.
Oh no.
Yeah, certainly they have some sort of spray. All this tech is. You need to use so much fucking chrome. As I look around, all this technology is way too fancy and like shiny compared to what I'm used to. But
Yes.
I presume there's some sort of like, not necessarily chemical spray, but some sort of decontaminant. Now that I don't have this guy to hold down anymore, I'm gonna go look around for something that I might be able to help them at least spray off and try to get cleaned of the goop.
Yeah.
That I will make you roll for. Go ahead and make an investigation check.
11.
11. With an 11, you join your companions. I'll ask you to make it at advantage because they're all looking around.
We're searching together. We're searching together.
Sure about that? Because I got a. What was that? Investigation.
35.
24.
Oh,
Not bad.
not far off.
With a 24, you start to go through. There's
Why is it so sleek and shiny? Who are you trying to impress?
you take the time to go through almost every cabinet, and you are finding all of these different instruments you don't even recognize. But when you go to the lower cabinet, adjacent to where the ultrasound was found, you do recognize cleaning supplies. You find disinfectant, you find antiseptic materials, you find spray bottles, and all variety of cleaning solutions that you might be looking for. I would also say that you pull back a partitioned area on one side, and just beyond that, in the same med bay, is a space that none of you had really given much attention. It looked like perhaps there was some machinery behind there, and there is. Well, you can see against the wall, instead of a window, there is a large built-in terminal station, a CRT monitor, thick keyboard, data cartridge slots, and on the shelf above that monitor you can see that there are a number of labeled data cartridges, all with different numbers and scribbled writing on the side. All of them seem to be medical logs, recordings of sorts.
I'll say, Miss Voss, this might be to your interest, as I will say, here you go, lads, and I'm going to basically toss Taishen and Scrim what I find. Clean yourselves up, lads. We're gonna go on a hunt.
Yes, Captain.
We must locate the parasite and return it to oblivion.
We will do that. I have plenty of ways to return this thing to fucking oblivion. Although the navigator in all his wisdom cannot see us here, may Carcosa guide my aim true.
I'll listen to him and go check out the room.
You walk across the room, avoiding the large amount of gore that has surrounded a bed of what nameless scientist passed away there, and you cross the way as Barnabas, Taishen, and Scrim are cleaning themselves off, spraying themselves down, using alcohol to try and clear their bodies as best they can, not knowing what risk they are at. You look up, and not only does it read medical logs, but you recognize the handwriting of your father.
How recent does it seem? Like, looking down at it, am I able to
There
see
are dates.
Yeah.
There are dates, and you follow along the dates. It seems like sometimes the dates are one day after the other, and then pouring through, you see that there might be a week gap or a month gap, and then another quick succession of medical logs, and then it stops. And to your frustration, it stops just around the same time as to your knowledge, the last time anyone ever knew the ship Ozymandias existed in the first place, when it went missing, 18 years in the past.
And are these like Are they takeable? Are they?
These are taped, so you would be able to pull them out, and presumably you could put them into the terminal, or you could bunch them up and put them into a package and take them with you. They are. Do you remember zip drives back in the day?
Oh, I do.
It's somewhere like
there's like a CRTV here. You said.
There's a monitor terminal
Not even
right in front
paying
of you.
attention to them. I see my father's handwriting, and I pick up a tape, and I stick it into the TV.
You push it
wherever
in,
the slot
and
is.
there's a moment of registration. A few keystrokes later, and a few. There's a image that is produced. Glowing scan lines of a camera, and you look up and you can recognize that there is indeed a number of cameras, all small little eyes that are looking in on this space. Many examinations must have occurred here, and you see immediately flickering on, standing where you are with his hand in the same position as yours, just over the keyboard, Dr. Orson Voss.
I'll reach up and I'll put my hand on the screen. Papa.
And he has clearly just punched the button to record. He looks at the camera directly, feeling as though looking directly at you. You see the tired eyes of your father. This was one of the later logs, and you hear his voice coming out of the tinny speakers of the terminal. This is Dr. Orson Voss, and we are performing another surgery of the strange creatures we are able to find out here. We are going to be taking all the utmost safety protocols. This is experiment 4238, and we are going to be, of course, this time using the sterilization chamber. Doctors Greer, if you'll join me, and you see blue-haired Solari. Join him. The young man that just exploded on the medbed across, pulling gloves on here and ready to assist. Nothing much of interest happens. It's a mundane experiment, but you are able to flick through, and even though they're talking in very medical terms and having these sort of back and forth, having almost like a casual scientific experiment about it. The other thing of note is what they are experimenting on. There's a, for lack of a better word, a carapist shape on the medbed, and it is thin. It looks almost like a shrimp. But you can see that there are a number of tendrils that have been sprayed out like drapes on all sides, like wings of a butterfly almost. And it's impossible to make out where its head starts, because it is such a long, curvaceous body. These 4 arms curled up like spider legs. And they are able to make an incision and pull it apart. Small little organs that they're talking about in a language that you barely understand. This is not your domain of expertise, but there's only one subject that you care about, and that's watching your father go through the routine of science as he studies what is the void out here at the edge of the galaxy.
I will pop the tape out, and I'll collect them and put them in my pack as I turn the TV off and head back out into the room, and I'll walk over toward the body. May you rest in peace, Mr. Greer. All right, we have places to go.
Doctor!
Not to her.
Holy shit, he's alive!
Not to her. You'll hear her very clearly speak the name of this person. We need to get the... We need to turn off the emergency protocol. I do believe there is a chance that there are more survivors. And I've uncovered some tapes that might answer some of our questions. Once we get everything up and running, we can put them on display and see what we can figure out. It looks like they were doing experiments of some sort. But if he survived, I believe that others might still be on the ship waiting for rescue.
All right away, Ms. Voss. Just getting some more of that goop out of my gills, and I'm like kind of like trying to run through the cloth that we have through my gills. Oh God! As you know, just kind of trying to deep clean myself. I don't seem very like scared by it. But for Mikey's context, did Delphina say that she got the distress signal like a couple weeks or months ago? So, like, Barnabas believes that it's only been a handful of months or weeks.
That is correct.
Man, Barnabas is the king of being bamboozled. He's been I can't wait to learn how to write bamboozled to him.
Oh, God. Dr. Greer look 18 years older. Compared to what we saw.
You can't. I mean, I blew his head to smithereens.
I checked my memory banks from 10 minutes ago.
If you saw what was on the monitor, presumably we were all watching.
But Delphina would like to know that.
I would say it was a it was a partitioned area, and I didn't articulate it very well. But this was not an adjacent room. This was you know those like hospital drapes that you put between spaces. This was behind one of those.
Got it.
And so
but
anyone who cared to look
would have noticed whether Greer looked like he was 18 years older.
And that's a valid question. Thank you, Mr. Game State. The answer to that question is absolutely. The desaturated Solari that confronted you, recognized who you were, attempted to help, and then lost his life to this strange infection, for lack of a better word, was much older than the young man that you saw performing this surgery.
So it's been 18 years. It's been 18 years.
All right, now what? Things in the vents. We're in deep shit. What are we doing next?
Well, we have to try and find it, and as Lady Voss said, turn off the emergency protocol.
Oh yeah, that's first, and then we hunt down that BC wherever it is. Try to save whoever may still be living.
Presumably it'll be easier to find once we've set everything right, restored power, turned off the emergency bullshit, right?
Oh, if the ship's computer can help us and perhaps give us guidance once we turn it all back on, and perhaps its memory being restored will give us answers.
Well, it should ideally be able to scan the ship and pick up exactly where a creature is hiding.
That would be nice. That would be real nice. All right. Here we go.
Lead the way, Mr. Stabs. You're the lucky one.
Before we go, if any of you are found with a parasite, do you wish your passing to be sped along?
Yeah.
Aye.
That'd be great. I'd like to see you try, but sure, if you manage to figure out a way to do it, do it.
I agree.
I acknowledge this. I'll look at Delphina.
If I were to come under the impregnation of one of those things, you have my permission, Mr. Yornir, to shoot me square in my face. You can do it with my own gun.
I acknowledge this.
All right.
You haven't shared your preference, Yornir.
Delphina, you know how to get from here to the computer room where the memory banks are, and you know that the only path to getting the emergency protocol system reactivated is to restore Vonagut, the local copy that you so kindly welcomed Lady Voss back to the QSS Ozymandias. But when you escort the rest of the group to the elevator, of course, they're not working.
I should have known. Of course they wouldn't be working.
Real quick, as we leave the room.
Back to that previous conversation.
No, please. You will discover that when you get to the elevators.
Yes.
In fact, you've already thought of it. You're not going to go to the elevators. Fuck.
Exactly, I love that.
You haven't shared your preference. Yorne, should you find yourself afflicted by that creature, should we strike you down?
I do not understand.
Well, in the same way, you offered it to us, Scrim, the captain, myself, Lady Voss. If that creature were to infest us, take over our body, afflict us with whatever that man fell to, you would strike us down. You presumably want the same if it were to infest you.
He who drowns beyond the stars guides my evolution. This question does not make sense.
Okay. Yorne, I'm gonna need you to stop saying odd shit. Alright? I like you. I do. You're an okay guy, but you're really starting to freak me out. Alright?
Well, I mean, we are in the realm of the god that drowns in the abyss or whatever he said. That's why I hired him onto this mission. Because Pelagos, he does not see us here. Stars do not see us. Your Lady Luck neither. Although you may be lucky. Lady Luck may not see us here either. But for certain, I do know that his God does. And if there is any divine intervention that may save this salvage and rescue operation, there's that one.
In normal circumstances, I would tell you that your opinion on this does not matter, and we will shoot you point blank should you become infected. But I fear, having gotten to know you, that if you succumb to one of these things, all hope is lost anyway, so it is really irrelevant.
If time persists,
Oh, more weird shit.
this timeline will not come to pass.
Alright.
If it persists.
All right. Does anyone understand what that means?
Nope.
To Vonagut, then.
I think I understand. I don't at all.
Spoiler alert.
But there's like a little glint of like madness.
Yeah.
I think there's a little glint of madness
There's a
in
good
Barnabas'
taste.
eyes
Yeah.
of where that you can maybe kind of see in a glint, and you know that Barnabas is half mad, Scrim, but I think that there's definitely an extra glint of madness. As I will, as I'll basically look to you, Delphine, say,
Well, Miss Voss, if the elevators and the lifts aren't working, how shall we possibly get to the other levels of this ship?
Well, we're going to have to be a little creative in the way that we maneuver this space. There might be some emergency corridors, passageways, potentially, and I look up at the vents. The venting. You're not afraid of small spaces, are you, Mr. Dreadwake?
Aye, the corridors in the Blood Fleet are far more narrow than those vents, I assure you, young lady. Won't stop me.
Well, chop chop then, follow along, and I'm going to attempt to lead through whatever passageways, corridors...
All right, no, you wait, young lady. Especially in tight spaces, we send Mr. Stabs first. Every time.
All right, well, moving
You
on.
can be right behind him and try to call out.
I will look to wherever you are pointing towards, whichever direction you think is this pathway forward. Am I going to need to help getting up and in?
You follow her guidance to the vents, and you can see the vents are there, but looking down, you can see that all you'll need to do is lift one of the metal grates and actually go down to get to the other side of the walls of the interior of the ship. That leads to these maintenance spaces, these thin corridors that are between the rooms of a ship like this for the very purposes of utility. There are tons of, as soon as you enter, looking up, there are vertical shafts, ladders, tubing, that kind of thing.
Does it look like everyone can fit one by one? Like, is it big enough for everybody, especially even Yornir?
Even
big man over here?
Dornier and Barnabas are going to be able to fit, but it is going to be a tight fit.
All right, well, that's easy then. So I get the impression, just so I understand we're on the same page, I'm going to go in first. We're all going to kind of go one by one, and so you guys will be behind me.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, I will, with the captain's help, move this grate. Because I probably need some help, because it's probably pretty heavy.
Yeah, it's a heavy grate. You think you could have gotten it on your own, but you lift it up and you slide it to the side.
That's ice bounce.
And
if I need to use my tools to basically kind of, or like weld, like laser cutter it through.
Oh, sure.
I would do that if it's like, reinforced to get it off.
You pull the grate free, and Delphina's guidance in navigating you proves true. You are able to walk through the walls almost, and you find yourself looking up at, and you know that it's going to be a few floors up that you'll need to go before you exit where the elevator would have taken you to get to the floor where the computer room can be found. There are ventilation fans casting these revolving shadows against thick insulated pipes labeled with stenciled text.
Once you've helped me move the grate and we're all ready to go in, I take a moment to just kind of like stick my head into the this access shaft and just kind of see what I'm looking at. Poke my head back out, kind of get myself ready to go. And on my left arm, I have like some sort of a data pad. It's not like Ziggy's where it's like a grid spiker pad, but it's like it's a little piece of machinery.
A personal device is certainly...
It tells time. It helps me keep track of things. And anybody who's standing close will notice as I kind of boop, 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 and I press a couple of buttons, and there's a timer. It's just a 6-second timer, and it counts down from 6 to 0, and it just repeats as I jump down into the shaft, and I'm constantly checking it as I'm starting to crawl forward and make my way through this, and it just loops from 6 seconds down to 0.
This 6-second loop starts at the top, and you almost can see it when you close your eyes. You've watched this timer go down to 0 and repeat itself over and over. It's like a third heartbeat that you have that you can just follow and track against. You're fully aware of the creature that disappeared. Almost certainly must have passed through this space. There's a small amount of haze as some of the pipes let out a little bit of venting coolant. There's condensation dripping from the joints of these many tubes. These vertical ladder shafts connecting to thin decks, these little walkways, almost gangplanks, before you find the next one and you continue to make your way up. As you crawl through the tight emergency corridors and passageways, it would be claustrophobic for most people, but not you, Scrim. However, the fear that washes over you comes from a guttural gurgling that you hear in the darkness ahead. Then a shape lurches forward, and a horrible amalgamation of limbs and other body parts in places they should not be. A living test dummy, horribly deformed from a failed instant teleportation test, experiencing its final agonizing moments in a fleshy heap. And then you blink, and it's still just darkness ahead.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Is everything all right up there? Do you see something?
No, it was just a trick of the light, Miss Delphine. I'm sorry, I apologize. I thought I saw something, but I think it was just...
Is it the beastie, Mr. Stabs? I can't see up there.
No, I promise you it wasn't. I just...
You're positive you didn't see anything?
100%. I'm sorry. I'm just a little on edge and I lost my nerve for a second. I just thought I saw something, but it absolutely was not the thing that we're looking for. I promise you.
All right.
It's okay, Scrim. To be alert is better than not to be.
Things are just a little tense right now. I apologize.
All right.
If I can proceed, I would continue to.
There's nothing in front of you but the darkness.
I'm shook.
And you try to shake away that memory that you just confronted, and you continue to make your way. It's not a minute or two longer before you push out underneath the floor that you were intended to be on, and with the help of your companion, you're able to shift and slide out the metal grate, and you're all able to safely make your way to the hallway, a much higher floor, an upper echelon that allows you access to the computer room. You keep your guards and your wits about you, and you progress. Eventually, Delphina, you lead them to a core room. Not an engine core, but the location of the mind of the QSS Ozymandias. And this is not double doors pushing in for the case of emergency. You have to force these sliding doors open with no energy at an emergency protocol, and you're able to push and slide them open, and what confronts you is a very dark room. Not bathed in fuchsia light. No emergency lights exist within this room. It is a wide octagonal room. There's a primary central interface, a terminal, surrounded by guardrails at the center of it. And the perimeter, top to bottom, floor to ceiling, are server banks in vertical stacks. This is clearly the home of Vonagut, the AI.
Well, we've made it, so now we just need to get Vonagut up and running. I hope that it won't take too long. And, I imagine that I believe that I can override the emergency protocol.
You believe that, but as you walk in, I think I need to actually ask everyone to make a perception check.
Ooh.
And
Damn,
there's light.
dice.
It's not pitch black. There's
Not
light
bad.
spilling in from the corridor.
Specialty.
And I want to say, I think that normally I would try and bring up the rear, unless you think that you're always doing stuff at the back. Because otherwise I'll be in the pack, but I think
feel
I'd be
like
trying to guard.
I would have paid you to keep it at the rear, basically. Like,
That's
you're
kinda
the
what I
boss.
was
Yeah, I'm not like trying to stay in the back.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I just because that one time, but yeah, I'll
Maybe
be
you were like waiting and you heard something under my breath, right? Like maybe you were the only one that got even a glimpse of the muttering. You know what? Let's say that that's true.
Let's say that that's true.
And you couldn't probably.
Maybe
make
that's
out-
why I asked you about what your option was.
Oh, yeah.
No, you know
Maybe
what?
that's exactly why I asked you what.
I said it in a different language.
Oh, snap.
But I would have seen you touch the.
You would have seen me, and you would have
I would
heard
have
me
seen
mutter
We're there.
something
Real
under my
D&D.
breath
We're
in
there,
a
we're there,
language.
we're there. Real D&D.
Can I see your list of languages, please?
Oh, boy.
What languages would that have been, Rich?
This is one of my favorite things.
I was too far.
This is one of my favorite things that we get to do in a supplement as complex and as robust as Neon Odyssey is all these wonderful languages.
Where are the languages on here?
It's right up by your species, class, and subclass line. It's right underneath of that.
languages. It's
Yep.
right up there.
Oh,
I don't believe you speak it.
I know we're...
We're in suspended
No,
animation
I know
right
that
now.
everybody's like working
ahead.
through this. I'm getting the idea...
Should we just say what it is so we all know what languages we speak? Well, except for you. I don't want to know what you speak.
I mean, I have a guess.
No, I don't think we need to.
Okay.
I'm getting the vibe that I'm probably not going to be able to help too much with this AI situation. So I'm sweating. I'm visibly upset from the incident that I had in the vent. I am going to wait for a moment that I feel like I can talk to Barnabas a little bit more privately.
Yeah.
Maybe while they're, Delphina's working on the AI situation or whatever it might be. I just want to I'm going to look for a moment where I could privately just have a moment with Barnabas.
I think I'd be just like sweeping the room to make sure like the creature's not in the fucking room with us, right? So I think
This is something that you've been
I'd be
actively
spread
doing.
out,
I would say Taishan, you have more than any of it has been checking corners, looking at ceilings, trying to be the most observant and ready one should anything be needed, and you're the one who's kept the weapon at hand throughout the space.
Absolutely.
So you circle the perimeter. And what were our perception scores?
17.
24.
24.
Natural 20.
28, natural 20.
23, 19.
Wow!
That's okay.
Why did I even ask? Why did I even ask?
19.
Oh!
We are on alert, but it was dim light,
Yeah.
so we
The
got to
17 is a terrible roll.
I got that roll.
We're gonna skip
do
what's
we?
wrong. You recognize what's wrong immediately. There are
that would've
in these
sucked.
memory servers all along the wall vertical memory banks. These tall like briefcases that slide in and out of the wall, almost like server blades. Many of them have been pulled out. And the very obvious thing is on the opposite side of the room, a power distribution panel has been opened and cables have been, what clearly have been, deliberately cut. The lights are dark. There's not even blinking server lights or any kind of... This is... for lack of a better word, it seems like someone or something did to Vonagut what Delphina did to the body of Dr. Greer in the med bay.
Oh, come on. And they look cut?
They look
chewed or melted?
That's a
How
good question.
conveniently are they severed?
Are they like, you know, is like a
Is it
perfect-
fixable?
It looks like it could be fixable with somebody who has experience with engineering, technology, that sort of thing.
Gideon.
And they, and I will say that
Shut
I'm not.
down,
I'm going
I'm
to keep
here
your
now.
roll. I'm going to keep everyone's roll. But when you're observing this, even in the dark light, it would be impossible to decide whether or not these are coming from chew marks, talons, or pulled in anger by somebody.
Who even said that? That was one of the options.
Well,
That's the third option.
Hold in anger.
It crossed your mind, you just don't know. You can't tell. What the?
It's clear that if you want to at least even start the reboot process for Vonagut, you're going to have to reseat these memory banks. You're going to have to reconnect these cables. You're going to have to do all of that. And then the launch sequence that you're familiar with, Delphina, would be, well, not easy as cake, but doable.
So we just have to take all of those steps, and then I can do the launch sequence to get Vonagut up and running. Are any of you familiar with repairs of this nature?
I'm quite handy. I will admit, Miss Voss, that I am used to scrappier tech, to say the least, but I'm quite good in a pinch.
Well, would you mind, Mr. Treadwake, taking a try here with these cables?
I would not. You're paying me 2.5. You get what you like, Miss Voss.
As I would kind of lean down, and my large metal arm will open up as the hand will retract, as I will pull out my engineer's tools. Yes, I will use my engineer's tools. And, no, electronics tools.
Yes.
That's what I will use. I have quite a bit in this hand. I will switch to my electronics tools, and I will do the best that if you feel that that's more appropriate than engineers or mechanics.
In this case, it is.
Okay.
As you all are guided by what seems obvious, sliding these memory banks into place and pushing them until there's a satisfying click, you are dealing with what is very obviously like an electrical array.
Yeah.
And so you need to strip a few wires, twist them back together, tape them, make sure that they are all flowing negative to positive, positive to negative, or whatever the correct thing is. I'm not an electrician. And you start to do that. I need you to make a technology check.
I will. With the tools, I believe I am at expertise, so roll at advantage.
I was going to ask if it was an advantage type deal. Go for it.
That with a foot roll is pretty good. 22.
22. You make quick work of it, and very quickly, as soon as you, there's a spark. You pull your hand away just in time as you realize that energy is flowing into the computer, and finally, in this room, the emergency comes on, and Delphina, you're standing right there at the center console in the center of the room. There's a and you're able to see a blinking cursor which indicates that the boot up process can begin. And I will, for the sake of brevity, tell you what to do.
Okay.
There is a flywheel system. You need to have one person pull this lever in order to keep a charge, in order to create the momentum necessary in order to bring a system like this, a sizable system like this online. There is a vertical rack of sliding modules that requires adjustment. If they fall out of sync, even as the power is going through, then there will be a failure in the reboot process. And finally, there needs to be the input boot command sequence to actually initialize Vonagut. 1, 2, 3. If you can complete those 3 steps in order without failing, then Vonagut will come to life.
And does it seem like it can all be done by one person, or we need
one
multiple
person
people?
needs to work the lever in order to maintain the charge,
That's
and if
what I
they
thought.
stop doing what they're doing, then the process must be started over from scratch.
Which one of you has the best lever hand?
Not a question of that.
There's a lever that needs to be pumped, and it needs to be consistent motion to keep the power moving. Which one of you is going to be able to stay the most consistent?
Aye, there's nothing that a good shanty can do to keep any seaman in motion and on rhythm.
As I am going to grab the lever.
Next, I'm going to need someone to manage the, you said control module?
Yes, the second step is basically a number of dials, and it looks like when there is power flowing through from the lever that they're all supposed to remain in sync, but if one of them were to suddenly be out of sync, it would be up to that person to correct it, to make sure that all of the systems are being seen by Vonagut at the same time effectively.
I need someone to manage the dials there. They need to all be in sync as Mr. Dreadwake is pumping the lever. If they are out of sync even for a second, it will make it impossible for me to input the correct code and to get Vonagut up and running. Mr. Taishan, I'm going to need you to handle this, please.
Well, if there's one thing I know how to do, it's restore balance. I'll keep them in check.
Thank you, sir. When the both of you are ready, we'll begin.
All right.
All
Just
right.
like operating an ether pump.
On your word, Lady Voss.
On the count of 3, I'll say go, and we go on go, not 3. 1, 2, 3, go, and then we'll start.
I thought I heard the old man say, "Lever, Johnny, lever. Tomorrow ye shall get your pay, and it's time for us to leave her." You answer stabs. Leave her, Johnny, leave her. Oh, leave her, Johnny, leave her. And I will stop before the debated line of lyrics in that song, and will make no determination one way or another, depending on it's your favorite version of that
Very
song.
funny.
As I will
The
continue
physical
to lead
stress
that
of making sure that
shanty.
you maintain the energy at a constant rate being what it is, I need an athletics or acrobatics check. The dexterity check from you, Taishan, comes second as you watch the dial start to turn and you start to maintain balance. And you, if they are successful, will see the terminal come on, allowing you to initialize the core of Vonagut. But that's not. We'll see what happens. Barnabas, how's your shanty treating Vonagut?
I'm trying to see if I can make this better.
If it's a... Oh, I think that's a...
Do I get that cool thing?
Wait,
Is that a cool thing? Because it might be later on.
I can also help you.
Is that a? Do I get that?
If
cool
you're in trouble,
thing?
Mike, I can help you.
I am a little in trouble.
So I would be there with you because
Yeah.
I'm singing this sea shanty. I'm not actively helping you.
Yeah,
with
I'm not at
the-
advantage.
No, but I can give you a little bit of luck
Oh, yes. I wouldn't hate a little bit of luck.
if you need it. I'm just asking.
I mean, if it's
Okay.
like a one-time use thing, don't you?
No, I've got a few.
Okay.
I would like to. I'm there with Barnabas. He's my
He's
captain,
singing that song.
right? I'm his right hand man.
That's
I'm
right.
join in with the space shanty.
That's right.
And I would like to use one of my uses of dealer's favor. And so I have 6 luck dice, which are d6s, and I regain one of them per when I finish a long rest. When me or a creature I see within 10 feet of me makes a d20 test, I can use a reaction to expend and roll 1 luck die to apply it as a bonus or penalty, my choice of the total.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna attempt to give you some luck.
Wonderful, thank you.
It's not a lot, but
Yeah.
hopefully the dealer looks down on us, 5. I will mark off one of my uses of dealer's favor.
Wow.
With the 5, that's a 15.
That's not bad.
That was the DC.
Oh!
I'm not kidding. That's no. It's DC 15s all the way around. I'm just gonna spoil it because that's badass.
I mean, that's
that was
usually-
fucking badass.
Paint him, baby!
Nice harmonizing, Mr.
You harmonize
Sass!
and you are rowing the lever like one of the old Blood fleet ships of old, and you.
Do I see what had this exchange? Like, do I know that you like kind of granted in this almost like supernatural?
I'm not sure there's anything to see. I think that you would see that I'm there with my captain, and I join in with this. Maybe you feel there's like a shift, like something unexplainable, something that you can't put
There's a
your finger
disturbance
on.
in the harmony.
But you almost think to yourself, "Wow, that was lucky. That was fortunate." You know what I mean? Like you just have a moment of like, "What are the chances?" I would say that's what you feel.
Okay.
Is that reasonable? Is that
That's wholly reasonable. I love that. That is what you experience. But this is like trying to bring Frankenstein's monster to life. You are running this lever up and down, and you can all feel the flywheel getting harder and harder. It's the opposite. It's hard to move it first, but once it gets going, momentum. You are actually finding it easier and more fluid. The energy is surging. How is your dial balancing going?
I'm looking at the dials and I'm watching the gauges, the arm of the gauges, as they retain uniformity. And they start to go out, and my eyes will flick to one, and it'll start to go out, and then another will start to go, and it'll flick, and I'll kind of like be darting around, and I may even start to miss one as it goes. And as I notice it, I quickly move over, and I change the dot, and I pause for just 1 second, and I close my eyes, and then as I feel the panel in front of me, I start to almost like a pattern. I feel them start to lose resonance, and I move through, and I feel the disruption in their balance, and then I work with a 17.
Oh yeah, baby!
I said the DC was 15.
To achieve harmony in the paneling in front of me.
Excellent. You achieve balance, and perhaps Vonagut may never be this optimal ever again, as you see the command terminal boot up, and you see that flickering cursor, just like the one that you experienced in the med bay, requiring you to very quickly make a few key commands. In order to make those commands, you can make a history or a dexterity check. Honestly, it's a question of speed and memory.
Well, I got a natural 7. But I could use Indomitable Spirit and just choose to succeed.
I mean, this is ability check.
Oh, this is an ability check. That's okay, because I could use Overcome and roll again.
Okay.
So I'm going to use Overcome and roll again. I have, when you roll 1 or a 20, which I already had, so I have a check mark here because I have it available, you gain Heroic Inspiration. So I'm using my Heroic Inspiration from my Overcome.
Hell yeah.
And so I got a 15 Dexterity plus 5.
That'll do it. You enter the commands, and there's a few moments where it goes. You have to start over from scratch. You know that if you aren't able to get the commands in during this very precious reboot opportunity, this window of time, that Vonagut will not only fail to initialize, but your companions might take damage doing the tasks that they're doing. They're literally letting energy surge through, but you overcome the difficulty, and suddenly, Barnabas, you feel the lever come to a stop as there's no way to. It clangs shut. You see that the dials all moving in perfect synchronicity as they twist and turn, and the command terminal accepts your input, Delphina. And instead of a image or an application interface or some other UI, you see the face of Vonagut. Hello, Lady Delphina Voss. Thank you for bringing me back online.
Vonagut, how are you feeling?
I am feeling much, much better. And that is where we'll take a break.
Oh, come on! This is so good! Come on! This is unreal.
That's where you'll find me. With starlight in your eyes, you set the world on fire. I'm on the stars. That's where you'll find me. With starlight in your eyes, you set the world on fire. Join me on this neon odyssey.
The digitized face of the AI operating system of the QSS Ozymandias stares out from his monitor. It's uncanny when you watch this face look into each of your eyes. It is a strange illusion. You know that it is a computer and that it is looking at you through a combination of imitations that were put in there for the sake of friendliness, for easy user interface, but also that it is almost certainly just watching you through the many cameras that are situated throughout the ship, and it's doing its own diagnostic report. Yes, I'm feeling much better. Thank you, Lady Delphina Voss, for restoring me. And you seem to have reactivated Vonagut. Moments later, there's a click. And the fuchsia light, this violet light that has soaked every hallway that you've been in, with the exception of the maintenance shafts, you watch as they are replaced by the fluorescent sound, the hum of natural-esque lighting. And the emergency protocol fades, and you're all staring at each other in what feels like bright light for a moment until your eyes adjust and you are, you feel safe, warm.
What a relief.
Step one, done.
Step one.
Awesome.
How may I assist you?
Vonagut, dear, are you capable of scanning the ship to see if you can find any traces of life, potentially in the vents or storage compartments?
Yes, one moment.
Oh, thank God. I wasn't sure he'd have that.
Scan. Running scan. Scan complete. Yes, I can detect 323 life forms aboard.
I told you this was a rescue mission. They must be here.
Does it know what the life forms are?
Vonagut, is there any additional information you can provide about these life forms?
It appears that the life forms are all in the communal area of the personnel room.
It's exactly as I thought.
5 life forms are in the computer room. You, here, with me. There is another life form. Scanning. Yes, in the maintenance shaft, heading to the personnel floor.
It's heading towards where all of the people are.
No. I mean, there's no way we can head it off, right? It's got a head start.
Well, we have to. We must.
We can't let it get to all those people if it can infect them. If they're not infected already.
You alright? We got a BC to hunt and a BC to kill.
Allow me to show you the way.
Thank you, Vonagut.
You watch as his face fades and a three-dimensional representation, wireframe of the entire ship of the Ozymandias spins into view, and you zoom in and through, and you can see that you are on. Thanks for the Patreon question. I'm remembering the Resident Evil movie. You know how they have those really cool like displays where they show the the laboratory mapping, and you get the full map. You get that kind of a view of the Ozymandias, and it shows the computer room. room, and it draws a green line as it shows you like what path to take. You clearly can take an elevator down a floor or two, go through the center of the ship, and towards the living quarters in order to get to the bay that he's describing.
Can't wait any longer, right? We gotta shake a leg here.
We should move quick if we're gonna cut it off.
Yes, we must make haste.
I would wait for everyone to leave. Wait back with Scrim.
You all start to make your way out into the corridor, following the guidance that Vonagut has laid out for you. And Vonagut has even gone a little bit farther, being a little extra as he is. The lights are even sort of like glowing and sort of leading you down the corridor. And the three of you, Yornir, Taishen, Delphina,
Well, didn't
you
Yornir want
start
to
to
say
make your
words or
way.
something?
But sensing, being able to almost read his every motion, being such close partners in this way, you sense that Scrim has something to talk with you about, and you hold back in the computer room for but a moment.
You alright, lad? You look like you've seen a ghost.
How much I think that I would have told you a decent amount about what I did before joining your crew.
I think you probably would.
Maybe not everything, but a good amount.
Yeah.
Captain, listen, I didn't even want to say anything. But when we were on our way here in the crawl space, I don't think what I saw was just a trick of the light. I think it was a vision.
Hey, what do you see, lad?
I knew them. They were one of the other test subjects. It was awful, experiment gone wrong, but they were there. I mean, it was so real. I don't want you to think I'm losing my nerve here, because I'm not. But for a moment, I saw him.
You think it was the ghost of one of those other test subjects?
No. This isn't like the nightmares or the night terrors. I mean, the guy that I knew was there. He wasn't him anymore. It was after all that awful shit.
Oh, the amalgamation one, was it?
But I saw him.
All right.
And then he was gone.
It's your imagination, lad. All sorts of sailors and spacers, when you're out this far, you've been in a ship for so long, you start seeing things, hearing things, thinking that there are things that are there that aren't. The guilt that you feel, no matter how long ago it was, it eats away at you. It comes back when you least expect it.
Captain, I hear what you're saying, but I just think you have to know I have never experienced anything like that before.
That's the first time for anything. I'm sure it was nothing, lad.
Don't say anything to the others, please.
I mean, don't keep it to yourself. There's no reason to worry the others. We got 2.5 men on the line. Let's make them feel self-assured. We'll be in. We'll be out. This business will be behind us, Mr. Staviscoach. And then we can enjoy our riches and post up somewhere comfortable. Perhaps
Nerves of steel.
A nice beachfront in Pismara, perhaps. At least to start.
Nerves of steel.
All right.
Nerves of steel. All right, here we go. Come on. And I will draw my heavy laser pistol as we make our way through the corridors to wherever we are going next.
You follow after your companions and quickly catch up with the group as Yornir does something crazy and enigmatic. I don't know what to say.
I don't know where you're pointing at. You know what? As we're leaving. I guess would you have you would have very intentionally gone last, even though Taisha normally takes up the rear.
I'm doing a terrible job at taking up the room. Every time we leave a room,
I
I'm
think
at the
maybe
front of
that conversation would have been as we were all getting ready to leave. I would have pulled you aside.
Or even like
I would've pulled you
while
aside.
Vonnegut was scanning, maybe it just
I
took
think
longer.
before we even started with the
Yeah.
computers, you guys.
Yeah.
I'm
could've-
very
What if
comfortable.
Delphina leaves, you two follow behind while Taishen waits for me to leave?
That's
'cause
fair. I love this.
am
Oh,
resistant.
yeah.
We just have a quiet conversation.
You
behind
have
Delphina.
a whispering
Great.
conversation just behind Delphina as she leads you through the long corridors. This is not a short walk, and you find yourself in the rear with Taishan.
As they leave, and I'll sort of linger at my companions, and I'll look Taishan up and down, and I'll say, "The false mind wakes from digital dreams in the death throes of dimming stars and falling leaves. How do you hope to maintain balance?"
I've been split from the harmony, Yornir, but it can't be split from me. I came here with a job to do, protect this crew, and restore balance to the harmony. But I put great respect in those who turn to the stars for wisdom. I won't give up on what I'm trying to do. What is it you're trying to do?
Trying to do? Me? I am not. He is what is. And I am an extension of his will. Nothing more, nothing less.
And what is his will?
Peace.
Well, that we can agree on.
Another leaf falls. As I'll turn and start to follow my friends.
Taishan,
Tasha's already. Tasha's in the
Taishan takes it back!
you
Tasha's takes it back.
you hang back and you center yourself, and you follow as Yornir walks resolutely forward, and you all make your way, watching as Delphina left here or right here, make your way towards the center axis of this ship. You're reminded that from your approach, the ship was spinning at an impossible speed. Is it still? You haven't looked out the window in so long. You can't feel a thing. But you do eventually approach two double doors that don't have to be forced open, don't have to be collided through like in the med bay, but instead, when you approach, open by themselves. Without the emergency protocol, the power is active and you hear the doors open, and you walk into a space that surprises you. A garden. A lush and beautiful space. A thin paths and walkways that work their way through what must be the largest open space on the ship. A long rectangular chamber with an arched ceiling covered in what look like lighting displays, semi-transparent panels that connect to the metal ribs of this almost cathedral-like space. They simulate a sky filled with daylight. And you realize that you've walked into what must be a recreational space, a space that is designed for deep space well-being, to make sure that the scientists can touch grass and breathe what feels like clean air. Indeed, there's moisture pouring down from vents in those same ribs of the ceiling, and you can see the narrow paths are dotted with benched seating. This is for relaxation. This is there's even a greenhouse enclosure to one end where pursuits of the mind might be enjoyed. This is what confronts you as you continue following Delphina through and towards what must be the personnel area, the living quarters. As you walk through the lush greenery all around you, it's a stark contrast to the rest of the ship.
So there are trees here.
Yeah.
I shoot Yurnir in the face.
I didn't hear none of that.
No, I don't either.
It's quite a well-funded expedition.
This is beautiful.
Greenery and trees. That's not what you need for a long voyage in space.
I take a deep breath. I just take it in. Does it smell like fresh air?
It is shockingly realistic. They must be pumping not just the natural smell of the trees and what must be soil and water, but this is. If they're doing anything more, they're doing a very good job of it, because when you take a breath of fresh air here, it feels like you're on the surface of a world.
This area calms me down a little. I feel a little better. Something about this is peaceful and serene.
Yes. You all start to make your way, and I would say you're beelining. And even though there is a serenity to this space, you are still aware that at any moment, the thing that burst out of the neck and chest of somebody not an hour ago is still loose on this ship. That is hard, sweet and sour to separate as you walk through this serene space. You could hear chimes if there were any. And Taishen, you pass one of these trees. You hear, as you're in the back, a sound, and you sort of pause. The rest of your companions make their way forward, but you pause and you look. You hear the gravelly sound of breathing, and stepping off the path for a moment, you wrap around. Is it the creature? Is it perhaps another scientist in need of aid?
Should be life here?
It's the gravelly breathing of a dying man. You round the trunk of the tree, and you see a Cavalon knight, blood pouring from his armor, split apart by a laser blade. In a slow, agonized movement, the soldier pulls off his helmet and with empty eyes wishes you fortune in the battles to come before wheezing a horrid death rattle. And a moment later, he's gone.
I think seeing this, I would have potentially spun quickly, and as the vision begins to fade from my own blade, blood dripping from its edge, the tip, as it falls from the blade, and as presumably I'm regaining the vision of my true surroundings.
The blood drops, but doesn't spatter on the ground. The blood drops again, and you don't see it on the path, and you look up again at the blade, and it is bloodless.
Does the blood drop maybe turn into a leaf?
Or that's what was
sorry.
I was gonna say, as I turn quick, perhaps I strike the tree, the blood turning to sap as it pours off the tip of the blade, and as I hit the tree behind me, as the camera turns behind me, leaves fall, as perhaps a single leaf falls from the tree struck in this vision, falls behind me. Maybe I don't even notice it.
Do I see it?
All of you would have had your back turned in this moment.
Except for Yurnir.
This was Taishen's private moment, similar to what Scrim experienced, where you've just seen something that you remember so vividly that you can close your eyes and see it again. But it was real. It felt real. Those sounds of dying, that death rattle, it's like you were there again.
I just almost frantically, quickly spin around, look around, and then look behind me and seeing everybody undisturbed, unnoticing, moving forward. I'll pivot and start to take position back and just kind of walk almost like I've seen a ghost.
You can't help but turn and look back behind you a few times just to make sure that it's truly, truly, truly gone. You put your weapon at your side, but you keep a tight grip as you catch up, and the rest of you pass through this garden uneventfully. It's another minute of traversal before you reach the personnel bay. A room that is clearly a wide arched doorway that allows you to pass into what would be the living quarters. There are not laboratories on this side. Medical supplies are in med kits, not in rooms with med beds and sterilization, surgery tools, these sorts of things. This is a part of that recreation, adjacent to the garden. And as you walk towards this entrance, you see the doors again open up. But what you're confronted with is not a living quarter. It was a living quarter. It's now been repurposed. A long room, what was divided into apartments on one side and the other. A wide oval area for recreation. You can see even what must have been a bar on the far side has been engulfed by something else. Pods jut out from the floor, the walls, and the ceiling of this space. Some doors are open, others are not. But every surface is covered in some thick, calcified material. It looks like bleached coral. Long, fibrous growths run between these accretions, hanging in loose drapes. Thin flakes float in the air very clearly freed from the disturbance of the door opening. Appliances, any furnishings, a couch or a chair have been swallowed by this unnatural growth. And it's dark. The lighting itself has been encased by this strange material that looks wholly unnatural in this, what should be the clean, pristine living quarters of the Ozymandias.
By the Navigator.
What in the hells?
I am going to grab one of the grenades off of my belt, and I'm going to grab one with my right hand and then the other with my left hand. I'm going to basically look, and I'm going to kind of pick one. And they're different colors. And I'm going to kind of think for a moment as my hands kind of hover, and I'm grabbing two, and I am just standing at the ready.
Is this the life form that your artificial intelligence scanned out, Miss Voss?
It's hard to know. Do we see the grub thing anywhere?
I just do a quick scan to see if I see any movement. I'm just looking. Nothing crazy.
Make a perception check.
Oh, crushed it. At 23.
23. You do see movement, but not in the form of a grub. There are attached to the floor what feel like coffins, these strange ovular shapes. Some of them stand upright. Others are attached to the wall. There are even some that hang from the ceiling at odd angles. And you see at the far end, in the dimmest light, you can see that the surface of these, even though they are covered in these almost clinging strands, translucent membranous shield, you see a hand smack against the wall.
I say, No grub, but I see that, and I hold up the heavy laser pistol as I point with it all the way to this thing that Derek's describing.
I don't know if we have a mechanical laser type operation, but if you had a laser
like a red dot?
like a red dot, you could highlight that space and circle the fucking movement. It's all evident, regardless. Regardless, it's evident.
We have survivors.
Survivors, are you sure about that?
These don't look like survivors to me.
As I'm going to sniff a bit, and mechanically, you may not allow me to do
You're going to
this.
sniff them out.
Derek. I don't say this.
I'll sniff them out.
As a Jaza, I have the feature blood hunt.
Oh.
And mechanically, I have advantage on wisdom checks to detect or track creatures that are missing hit points. I'm not assuming that this grub, or whatever the hell this thing was, this parasite, has lost hit points. But presuming that he burst out of the chest, would it have been coated in the blood of Dr. Greer? Would I be able to try to smell and try to see if this thing is... Do I feel... And even if I don't know exactly where it is, would I be able to smell the iron in the blood of the Solari of Dr. Greer?
That feels very reasonable
That's
to me.
so cool.
I would say that's extremely reasonable. Go ahead and make your check.
That's fucking...
That's a
big brain
very
shit.
ingenious. Yeah, that's huge brain. That's absolutely huge brain.
With an 18 and a 19. Plus 0. I get a 19.
A 19.
It's very serviceable.
You lean in and you smell, and what you smell is not the blood of Dr. Greer. You, Jaza, are intimately familiar with that particular stench, but
We smell all kinds.
you do smell this very pungent smell, the smell of whetstone.
It's everywhere.
Computer.
Is that what you're suggesting, Ms. Voss? We save these people?
Well, we should confirm that they're uncontaminated.
All right. I'll pierce the pod.
As I'm going to... I'm going to cycle to from my space flintlock to my space blunderbuss, and I get my space eye of reach.
That's very funny.
Sure.
As I will,
I love that.
As I will pull up kind of a longer rifle with a bit of a scope on it. As I am going to kind of look through, and the one that I see the hand, I'm not aiming at the body inside, but I see that these pods. I'm going to try to, if I may, flavor this as my disruption cantrip.
Okay.
I like to use my disruption cantrip, if I may.
I love this.
Because I can, well, so I don't know if it's non-magic. I can target a creature or a non-magical object and rip it apart at a molecular level.
Oh,
right.
shit.
With a 60-foot range. So I would like to use my my rifle that I have in order to pinpoint, to attempt to rip it apart and not harm the person inside.
Does it require a roll?
It's
or
a ranged
save?
spell attack.
Okay, make a ranged spell attack for me.
16.
16. You are able to connect with the pod, and you do so in such a way that you are careful not to hit it dead on, for fear of penetrating who knows how hard a membrane, but to try to aim for perhaps the side of it to free whatever humanoid is inside. And you are successful. You hit it, and it falls away like jello. It was not a thick, hard carapace-like surface. The membrane folds away, and a figure slumps forward, and a gaunt face, the face of a human woman, looks out at you, staring. Please, 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 help, help.
What help do you need? Are you compromised?
Where is Dr. Voss?
Yes, help me, I can help you, I can lead you to him.
Is Dr.
I don't know, but there isn't much time, please help, I've been implanted, help.
As he, like, almost like as this is happening, and as Barnabas is almost about to shoot this, but I'm too late because I was behind, right? I would say, beware the polyps. They're from beyond space and time. No! And you free them.
Yeah.
And Tai Shen would say this to me, and I will approach. And my eyes will go pure black as I look beyond her, as I approach her. And I use blind sense to see if I can sense anything wriggling around inside of her.
It is evident that the same qualities of life exist within this woman that existed within Dr. Greer.
Oh, shit.
The parasites are well nourished.
The woman slips out of the pod and slithers onto the floor, covered in some kind of a mucousy, oil-like secretion. Swimming towards you, weakened by the limbs, she starts to crawl forward. Get it out! Get it out! Get it out! Get it out!
Stop where you are.
No, please. There's only a moment. She vomits up a huge amount of ichor, and you recognize this purple, brown-like material that slops and sticks against the floor, which she army crawls through, continuing to make it towards you, who she perceives as her only saviors.
We will have to shoot if you do not stop. Where is Dr. Voss?
I can find him. I can find him. Please. You hear, as this happens, a sound of shredding, of what can only be described as wet plops, as more pods start to open up. No longer requiring the precision of the blast that Barnabas delivered. No, some of the ceiling pods open and bodies come crashing out and down. One or two from the wall opens at the bottom, and feet first slithers out and floods into the room. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more bodies join the woman as people start to wake up to this reality that they find themselves in. Voices in a chorus start to cry out to you, "Help us! Help us!
No one move!
I pull both of my...
We're here to rescue you!
And I put my grenades back to get my eye of reach. I
course,
put this
of course.
back. I've kind of slung it back around with my other guns, and I'm ready to. I grab the grenade.
Nobody move! We're here to rescue you, but not if you slither any more towards us! Listen to the young lady!
I will pass Barnabas.
I'm not fucking moving.
Yeah, fuck that shit.
And I'll
I
take
have
2 more
both of my
steps
weapons trained on her.
towards the crawling woman, and you will hear as my eyes are still black.
What are you
And
speaking? What language?
It might not be a language, for all you know. I would like to cast Detect Thoughts on her, if possible.
Okay.
Your brain's gonna explode.
Oh,
Your brain's gonna explode.
No, he is the gibbering maw. His brain was built for this.
We'll see.
His brain was built to receive the. What is it? What do you call your god? The Dark Star or the star beyond?
I call him lots
Many
of
things.
Oh, what did he?
I've called him He Who Drowns Beyond the Stars.
He who drowns
That's
beyond
what
the
you mean.
stars. That's what I'm trying to think of.
Yikes.
Oh man. Oh god. Oh no.
Horror near.
And if possible, I'd like to peer deep into her mind and discern the target's reasoning, emotions, and something that looms large in its mind. Just worry, love, hate. If that's just oh fuck,
Yeah,
there's
like I'm
something
dying,
inside
I'm dying,
me,
yeah.
that's fine. But if there's anything else that I can get from what she as a mind is feeling or thinking in this moment, I'm making the attempt.
Panic, worry, fear, terror are emotions that you can suddenly, through the magic that you are able to channel, look at the way that you might hold up an apple. But similar to what is happening inside of this woman, those thoughts themselves, the memories within this individual, seem to be getting chewed. And as you are watching that apple, you can see a bite getting taken, and a bite getting taken, and a bite getting taken, until it is down to the core. What was panic and fear, the transformation that's happening in front of you is not just the physical birth, for lack of a better word, of these creatures, but something else is being consumed as you watch, feeling however Yornir might feel about that.
She knows I'm doing this, by the way.
She can't. It is one signal in a choir.
Right.
She wouldn't be able to differentiate as she experiences a tremendous amount of pain.
I take a step back and I will say, a cancer, profane evolution. And I will. How many are currently, like, crawling towards us?
I'd say about half a dozen.
I will take a few steps back now, further behind Barnabas, if I can.
Okay.
And
Tactical retreat.
and I will say, the first, now followed by the many. And I'll just wait.
Some of the voices are not help me, help me. Some of them are aware of their fate and ask you to put them out of their misery. The same conversation you had 2 hours ago. A half dozen crew members writhe and scream in croaking agony as the horrific egg-like sacs all burst from them at the same time. You witness 10 deaths as the entire torso, neck, and head of each cocooned humanoid erupt in putrid ichor, and creatures emerge from within. Delphina, you recognize similar shapes as to what you saw experimented on by your father. Horrific creatures with sea creature-like tails, 4 arms, long bulbous heads embedded with 6 eyes and gnashing jaws. As they emerge, you see them increase in size rapidly, sloughing off the corpses of their hosts as they grow to be even larger than all of you. Their mouths glint with that purple-black ichor as they seek to devour you. I need you all to roll for initiative.
Oh my god!
You watch as these creatures mature in front of you at an unbelievably rapid rate, suddenly growing much larger than the strange small creature that you saw escape from Dr. Greer. No, these creatures become beasts in front of you, growing even taller than many of you. I need you all to roll for initiative.
Yeah, I didn't do very well.
I did.
With my +8, I did not do very well.
You have +8 to initiative? Holy shit.
20 to 30.
20.
23.
No.
Yeah, that's
Ready
insane.
for action.
One moment, let me just roll for my boys here. This is going to be my Voidbound dice, I've decided. Oh, right down the middle. It's a donkey. Okay. 15 to 20. 10 to 15.
I got a 14.
I got a 12.
All right. Okay.
That puts you at 7. Yep. That's our order. So this cacophony of screams of agony, begging for help, begging for death, ends abruptly as the humans and other crewmates, scientists of the Ozymandias burst in front of you, spilling out this sudden wave of creatures. And they are clearly looking for more to chew on. What do you do with your turn?
I'm just looking up Hunter's Mark really quickly to make sure I know what to do with it. Okay. Great. Which was the one that we were talking to originally?
I would say the closest one on the left here. Yes.
5.
Five. I'll train both of my pistols, or both of my my light disruptor pistols on this person, and I will mark it, and you'll see a reticle, like an aiming reticle, appear right over it, marking it with Hunter's Mark. And I can do that without expending a spell slot, so I'm going to do that using Hunter's Eye. And then I'm going to let out a blast from my smaller pistol and attempt to hit it. But I throw my die on the floor, so I'm going to use a different one.
You're rolling me.
14?
Just misses.
I'm clearly very shaken up and frustrated as I aim. I kind of stash it and I aim with my my other pistol, which is significantly bigger. It's my Occultech weapon. I infused it in the morning. I don't really change it. This one is always the one that I keep closest to me. As I will attempt to shoot it again. Shoot her again. Oh, I got a natural 2. Hold on.
Natural 2.
Now I would have to be able to hit her. So that would be a 12 to hit. And I'm shaking. Where is Dr. Voss?
No.
But I look very, very frustrated.
You're no longer speaking to the woman. You are yelling these words, but you take this first crack shot and you take the second crack shot. You know that these people have the information that you want, that perhaps the information of where you can find your father if he's not in one of these pods. Is right around the corner, and the creature in front of you with its 4 arms, its snarling, elongated head, its many bone-like carapace like shapes that extrude from the end of its spine and spill out. You yell these words out and are unable to make contact, knowing that if you were to hit with one of these bullets, you'd do tremendous damage. Do you move? Do you do anything?
You see that my eyes are glancing from every single pod, almost like I'm scanning each one, trying to look for something I recognize. But that's me, and I wouldn't move. I would stand where I'm at.
You stay where you are, and Barnabas, you are able to take the next initiative.
Yeah, baby. Bring the boom. Let's go.
I would say, I know how to deal with beasties like this, don't worry. The same way I deal with all beasties, as I have both of my grenades. As you'll see, 2 of them they're very different. One seems to be like a very standard frag grenade, although it's almost like this ticking time bomb filled with scrap and nails. And the other one is swirling, and you can see a lot of my grenades on either side have these strange halves that are glowing with different colors.
Sure.
The one that I have in my hand is glowing with this reddish orange on one half, and the other with this neon green. As I will use my attack action. But I am going to replace one of my attack actions. I get 2 because I have the improved armory schematic. And I am going to throw one of my impromptu bombs as part of that.
Oh, baby.
As I am going to throw it into the middle here, and a 15-foot emanation. I believe I can hit all of them.
Oh yeah, you can.
I don't think I can hit this one.
Guys.
I can hit 4 of them. They need to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
DC 15.
1, 3, 6, and no, sorry, 9 and 4.
No, it should be a 6.
Wow.
No, it's
Yes.
9.
I rolled for all of them. Which one is the one closest to the party here?
1.
One is the only one that saves. The other 3, you throw it into the back and it explodes. Like the bullet shots and the ranged attacks that Delphina made. When those bolts hit the calcified walls, they spit out a bunch of particulates and just gross shit. There's no other way to say this. This explosion is an eruption of that same material that blankets the floor in all directions, and there's they get thrown back. What numbers take damage?
4, 6, 3, and 1.
Okay, 4, 6, 3, and 1. Does one take half?
If they succeeded, yes.
They did. Okay.
I believe. Hold on, let me just double check. Sorry.
No. I just want to make sure I'm doing it right. 6, 4, and 3 are going to take the full amount.
14 was not enough.
Okay.
I said just missed.
Does fire versus acid matter? As you'll see, it
Thank you for
erupts
asking. It does not matter.
into this strange explosion of both fire and acid.
Wow.
As part of my Boom Doctor, I can choose the damage type, and I am choosing both fire and acid.
It does not matter, and no, they are equally hit, so you can just give me the full totals.
In no way is that true. Okay. They both take 9 damage of fire, and that's 18 points of damage total. And because each damage type totals equal, it doesn't expend one of my compounds. I got it for free.
way!
So I had to use my bonus action, which I had to set aside. This is my acid dice, and this is my fire dice.
Oh, yeah.
They both rolled 9.
I'm looking right at it.
I'm going
And
home. I'm building one of these.
They both rolled 9 the
characters.
exact
And
same way, too.
It has a different effect on them depending on which rolls higher. But when
boom,
they both
doctor,
equal,
as they say.
I don't expend a charge. It was my bonus action to create that in my hand. So that's true. But that was my first attack. And now I'm replacing my second attack with a piece of equipment, a frag grenade that I have. It's not part of the same. I can do 1 per attack.
Okay.
And I am going to, it has a pin. I grab it in my sharp tooth. As I throw the frag grenade, it explodes into all of the shrapnel and scrap. This is a 20-foot radius. Can it get everybody? Or no?
Yeah, for sure.
20 foot?
For sure.
Yeah.
You think?
Absolutely.
Do we have that thing that we always
Right here,
used to use?
right here.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Andy, could you,
I
could you
apologize.
see if you
Sorry.
can hit everything with that?
Like all of them.
Yeah, see if
It's
you can hit all
20
of
This
them.
one might be a little tricky.
If not, no worries.
I get creative with it.
Nope, there it is.
Yeah, you definitely.
I'll grant it.
They all need to make a dexterity saving throw, also 15.
I'll leave it right here. If we need it,
That's
let me know.
literally all 6, so I'm going to roll for the group.
Oh, sorry. It was for the first one. It was a 17. This is a 15.
Let me just do them in order.
Sorry,
Let me just do them in order.
Bro, I'm building it. I'm going home and I'm making a character.
It's DC 15, you say?
Yep.
That's unbelievable.
1.
Six.
Okay. I have what I need to calculate the damage. Just give me the full total, unless.
They will take 15 if they failed,
Okay.
7 if they succeeded.
Okay.
Piercing. Piercing.
Oh boy.
I spit the pin out. Don't lose your head, Miss Voss! We'll kill him, and then we'll move on! Anything we face, we'll kill! We're gonna get out of here! This is now a salvage mission! No more rescuing, you understand? This is life or death! And that is my turn.
This concussive force blasts out, and some of the pods even free themselves from the wall, unsticking, the sound of like Velcro ripping off the ceiling as they collide with the ground, bursting with juices, the bodies within slithering out and waking up. It is absolute chaos in front of you as the Boom Doctor goes to work. Scrim.
I'm gonna have to get a little creative here and ask if I am able to use a bonus action to attempt to hide. Giving my level 2 elusive step on my turn, I can use dash, disengage, and hide as a bonus action, but is it reasonable that I might be able to hide behind this pod over here?
I would say it's a standing pod. I'd say that's reasonable.
If I need to make a check to hide, I'm happy to do that.
It's a stealth roll.
Okay.
Go ahead and make a stealth roll.
I'm pretty good at that. Oh, yeah, 16 plus 8 is 24 to hide.
You feel like you are unseen behind this pod.
So this explosions are going off from Barnabas.
Yeah.
And as the explosions are going off, I
There's
use this as an opportunity to try to hide behind one of these pods.
There's a sound of screeching.
And with my action, I peek out from behind the pod with my heavy laser pistol to attempt to shoot number 5.
Okay.
Presumably hiding gives me advantage on my attack roll, which will then activate my cheap shot, which gives me an extra 3d6 damage to one creature I hit with an attack roll if I have advantage on the roll. So let me try to roll with advantage here. Okay. I unbelievably rolled a 5 and a 4, which gives me 13 at most. So I know this isn't going to hit because you told her. But what I'm going to do is I am going to look at my level 3 Scoundrel subclass feature since I'm an Echo subclass, and I'm going to attempt to use Try Again. When I fail a d20 test, you can re-roll the d20 and use the higher roll. When I do until the end of my turn, my cheap shot is reduced by 1d6. I can do this 5 times until I finish a long rest. So what you see, it will... Actually, I'm the only one who sees this. So as I loose this shot and I watch it fly over the shoulder of this thing,
the profile of this creature.
all of a sudden I become unstuck in time. And the explosion reduces itself. I find myself going back, and I replay the exact same moment almost in an instant as I take the shot again and I try again.
That is fucking very close.
so fucking cool.
Holy shit.
That's a natural 20.
I watched it too. I watched it. I've never seen a natural 20 nudge over.
It literally rolled into
That was the
20.
sexiest 20 I've ever seen.
So it cost me 1d. It cost me one of my 1d6 scoundrel dice.
Yeah.
So I only have 2,
Yeah.
which then turns into 4.
Spending the scoundrel dice like that is fucking crazy good.
So I'm gonna roll a d8, 2 d8s, and 4 d6s total with my.
I love it. I absolutely love
The
it.
Echo Scoundrel, only in the Overdrive expansion of Neon Odyssey.
That's
only
the third
in the
book.
Overdrive
The
expansion.
third book of the trilogy, everybody.
8, 9, 10, 11, 17, 21, 25, plus 5 is 30 points of radiant damage, as with my Try Again, I have course corrected and fixed my mistake as I blast this thing straight in the chest.
Cool as fuck.
You shoot forward, and this elongated ribbed chest, these ribs that stick out, you watch as 3, 4, 5 of these ribs blast off and immediately start pouring with that same disgusting ichor that you watched Dr. Greer vomit up. You do a significant amount of damage to this creature. It's still alive, and it had been racing forward to take care of what it perceived to be the threat, Barnabas, but it immediately turns and looks for where you are.
Winner, winner! And that's my turn.
You're near.
Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I see these things pop up, and I see that there's not much hope for any of these humans. And I know what I came here to do.
It's very evident that the scientists, and not all of them are humans, but the scientists that these creatures emerged out of are as dead as Dr. Greer. That would be obvious.
I'm gonna walk up right in the middle. You know, fuck it. I'm literally gonna walk as far as I can. I'm gonna pass Barnabas, and as I'm walking forward with my staff clicking on the ground, I'm going to reach into my robes and pull out that non-Euclidean. Oh my god! Artifact.
Sweet.
Let's fucking
Jesus.
go.
Again, it's sort of like the shape of a D12 with these sides that
Yeah.
all have 5 sides, but at each corner are these like these black coral protrusions, and the shape almost doesn't make sense when you look at it. And inside each of the faces, there's like a circle on each of these faces where you could imagine is like, at first sense, they're just pure white. There's like lack of any color here. But if you look at these faces long enough, you start to see colors. And they mix, and then you sort of see every color, and even colors that you don't think exist, as they all combine into white and shifting grayscale. As I pull it out, and it's gonna sort of slowly spin, and I will say, these cancers of the void, time, space, the great spiral, the end will be the beginning and the beginning will be the end. But the end is not all there is. Return to oblivion. As each of these faces is going to shine brighter and brighter and brighter with this like sickening radiance and almost this bioluminescence, and then it's going to burst in a 30-foot emanation from me. As I use one of my cosmic conduits to use Rebuke Anathema. As a magic action, I present my cosmic symbol and censor aberrations, which was my choice.
Oh my god!
If they're aberrations. If they're not aberrations, it's not going to do anything. Each aberration of my choice within 30 feet of me must make a wisdom saving throw. If the creature fails its save, it has the frightened and incapacitated condition for 1 minute. For that duration, it tries to move as far from you as it can on its terms. This effect ends early on the creature if it takes any damage.
I'm so glad I went before you.
If I have the incapacitated condition, or if I die,
Is that way of auto crit? No, that's paralyzed.
Also, at level 5 I unlock Doom Anathema. Whenever I use Rebuke Anathema, I roll 5d8.
Did he say Doom?
Each anathema creature that fails its saving throw against the use of Rebuke Anathema takes radiant damage equal to the roll's total.
Oh
the
my
damage
god.
doesn't end the rebuke effect.
So you're just gonna nuke fuck.
Is this all of them?
If they're aberrations.
It's all of them.
Yeah, if they're aberrations.
And if there's other aberrations that we can't see
What's the DC?
inside the 30 feet.
What's the throw?
It is a...
Probably 17. No.
Sorry. It is a
15,
wisdom saving
probably.
throw, and my spell save DC is just the standard for all of our
Should be
characters.
17 then.
No, 16. Oh,
16.
16.
Oh, mine's 17 because of my my schematic.
Because you're a brilliant boom doctor. This is wild. Man, I thought I had a
These
cool,
guys are, yeah.
I thought I had a cool turn, and he just fucking dumpsters me over here.
I'm just gonna hit him a couple times.
Jeez.
I didn't know we were out here casting Doom.
1 and 2 failed. 1 and 2 failed. Then I rolled. Then I rolled 3 natural 17s in a row.
That's fair. That's
And
fair.
then the other one still passed. So 1 and 2 are affected. 3 through 6 get the failure.
So, you said 1 and 2 or 1 and 3?
1 and 2.
Mark them. They take 21 points of radiant damage. They are frightened and incapacitated for 1 minute. But if anyone deals any damage, it breaks. But on their turn, they need to move as far away from me as possible.
Okay.
That doesn't mean that they... Well, I guess incapacitated means you can't take actions, right?
Yes.
If they are able to move, even if they are incapacitated, then they would. But they're incapacitated.
So they're shrieking from this horrible, sickening radiance.
They
which one's
lift
failed?
off the ground almost like crickets and drop, and you can see their forearms twitching, and you hear this squeal that sounds like
Don't like that.
machine-made pig. I don't know how else to describe it.
Machine-made pig.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if we know which one. Oh, do you have a bunch of those? Oh, my
Oh,
god.
no, come on. I was gonna get D4s like a clown.
No, that's some fucking
Come on.
gangster ass shit.
I'm
you
so
crazy?
glad I got those eyeballs
I
during
know,
Dr.
those eyeballs
Damnation.
are just now.
out of
Nobody likes to
Amazing.
show
Out
off
of
unless what you're
control.
showing off is dope as fuck.
That's right. So the two with the eyeballs.
Yornir, would you like to do anything else with your turn?
That
Oh my
was
god.
Wait, didn't 3 of them fail?
no, just 2.
Just
1
one.
and 3.
Just
1
one and
and 3.
two.
Oh.
That was an action, and then bonus action. Is anyone hurt?
Not yet.
No,
Not yet.
no one.
Careful
no
what
one's
you
gone.
wish for, brother.
Real quick.
They haven't gone yet. We might be in deep shit in a second.
Are you still hidden, or does that go away when you try?
Oh, no, I assume it goes away because I jumped out to attack him. I got advantage. I'm visible. He should know where I'm at. I crushed his skull.
That's my turn.
A little hole in his chest.
Okay. Number 5 is going to, because you shot it with your heavy laser pistol, is going to go directly towards you, Scrum.
Yep.
Number 2 is going to get into Barnabas' face. And keep a sense of where they were for me.
Oh, shit.
Just, you know,
I did the same thing for me. He was like,
here.
yep,
just,
so
a,
here.
just a little dot.
And
Just
put a dot,
little
I think, there,
We
I
might
believe.
need it, you never know. And then number 4, it has movement enough to reach.
You were near?
Yeah, you're near. Actually, the two remaining.
What's their move speed?
50. So they, but they're gonna both go to.
They can.
Yornir.
I mean, they can easily.
Yeah, easily. Dude,
Sorry.
They resisted this, and so like these guys don't fuck around.
No, they don't fuck around.
They don't fuck around.
But only because I rolled extremely well.
No, good. This way would have been.
Let's start with Scrim. You watch as extremely menacing amount of incapacitated doesn't zero your speed. That's why they can move. So those two are going to sprint towards the bar in the back. And absolutely can get there. They're scraping against the calcified walls and running into
Number
it.
5.
Thank you, Dan. I appreciate you.
If I'm being attacked,
Yes, you are.
I am going to, as part of my background, the explorer background, I have some feats. One of the feats that I have is lucky. I am just a generally lucky individual.
Sure.
I would like to impose disadvantage by spending one of my luck points on this creature to give it disadvantage. It doesn't cost me a reaction or anything. It just says that I can.
Is that going to affect both of its multi-attack attacks, or just the
Great
first
question.
Just one.
Just one, I believe.
Okay.
It says when a creature makes an attack roll, I can spend a point to give it disadvantage.
You changed a rend attack from a 17 to a 2, so it is unable to rend you.
Love to hear that.
However, the tail does make contact.
Sure.
It's going to make. Let's roll this. That's horse shit. Give me some love dice. Okay. 10 points of piercing damage, and because you're medium or smaller, you are now grappled.
Okay. I definitely can't do anything about that at the moment, but what I will do is, at level 5, I have a feature called Lucky Break. When an attacker I can see hits me with an attack roll, I can use my reaction to have the attack's damage. So even though it grapples me, where it looks like I might have gotten pierced badly, it's more of a glancing blow, and I take 5 piercing damage instead of 10.
Yes.
I don't want to rewind too much, and if you want me to tell, I did have a bonus action plan that I then totally forgot. If you allow me to take it, it won't change anything other than you would be rolling at disadvantage instead of just regular. I would say.
Take it.
Okay. So after I finished that horrible blast, it would shrink back down, but you would see sort of some warbling, and you would see Yornir's color start to change and shift, and it would almost be like hard to look at, as all of a sudden his form would disappear. As I meant to use Touch of Carcosa, which was the mutation that I chose was Camouflage, and as a bonus action, I've had the invisible condition until the start of my next turn, and it ends early if I make an attack roll, cast a spell, or force a creature to make a saving throw. So what I would say is they still knew I was there, and I think that they could perceive that I was there and maybe try to attack in my space.
That is what they are doing.
Perfect.
They sense the source of this thing, and they are lunging at that.
Yes.
And I will play them accordingly.
Thank you.
However, 5, you dodge because you
Glancing
expect
blow.
4 arms, but you don't expect the tail. And this piercing tail digs into your arm, and you are wrapped by it, and you are grappled and restrained.
Fuck.
In addition to taking 10 piercing damage, you will take, as long as you are still in the restrained condition, a necrotic damage at the start of your turn. Remind me to make sure that happens. However, it does not lose any movement while it is grappling you in this way. And so it is going to run the rest of its speed back into the room.
That's
How much more does it have?
That's why we kept it.
So it moved.
Oh, I see.
You know,
1.5, 2.5.
1, 2, 3.
And its movement is 50, so...
It's 10, so it can move 7 back, 7 straight back.
Straight back?
7 back, yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
You all watch as from behind one of these pods, what was a hidden scrim gets yanked and dragged through the viscera and the gore.
I'm screaming. You guys, no!
Barnabas, the same for you. Both of them are absolutely going to miss as I roll a 4 and a 6. And then are these going to be at disadvantage?
They're disadvantaged because technically I'm unseen, but they I'm sure have some crazy senses or whatever.
Okay, that's going to be a
Let's say like blindside or something.
Highest is Oh, does blindside matter?
If they have blindside,
Then invisible
then they can just
is
see me.
negated.
It's negated.
Okay. Damn, that's cool. So I go invisible, and my eyes go black, and I can see them, and like thinking that maybe I'm protecting myself. and all of a
You've
sudden,
used this trick a number of times.
Yeah.
You've used the trick, and they just beeline for you. And
Damn, that's cool.
There is no.
It's like you're both of the same. Oh, shit.
The Ren still misses because naturally I rolled low, but the tail hits you. You are going to take an additional 10 piercing of damage, and you are now grappled by the creature. It also,
10 just total across all of the attacks.
10 total across all the attacks.
Okay.
10 piercing, and you are going to get pulled in the same way. They're dragging you into this layer. So that was number 4 and. Which
1, 2, 3. Well,
Yeah.
it's 4 and 6 attacked me.
6 is the one that's going to drag you.
Okay.
And
He's one more
Barnabas
square
missed,
if it
the others
matters.
ran, they grabbed you. You are both grappled. You all watch as Yornir and Scrim are encased by these creatures and starting to get pulled back. You hear Scrim scream. That is up for them. Taishen, you've watched a lot happen in a very short period of time.
Oh my gosh. I'll say, death and decay is the somber reality of the harmony, but everything in its time. This is an abomination. Scrim, I'm coming! And as I'll start racing forward, and as I do, I'll hold my my twin blade at its side, and this handle extends out into these jagged crystal sections, and it will begin to glow and almost ignite in a still energy. In this light green, as I take on my my vital harmonic. My vital harmonic cycle, and I race forward. And I have 45 feet of movement. So I'm gonna get up there, and I'm gonna just start laying into this thing. I'm gonna try and hit it. Number 5. Probably not great. No, that misses. 13.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I'll just say that now that we're towards the end of a round, the AC is going to be 15 for all of the creatures that I've yet to name.
That's even worse. So my first 2 attacks will miss, but I am going to bonus action, and I'm going to bonus action using my. I'm going to bonus action spend an essence point to be able to make 2 unarmed attacks.
Okay.
My imbued weapon. Whenever you make an unarmed strike as part of a bonus action, you can make an attack with one of the weapons instead.
Ooh, shit.
And then, this is kind of like crazy flow state I'm entering. Because I've spent an essence point.
I love this.
Once per turn, when you activate one of your focused essence options, which I've just done, using an essence point, you can activate one harmonious control effect. My choice. My harmonious control effect that I choose to use, redirect harmony. One creature I can see within 30 feet of yourself regains 1d8 hit points. Mechanically, I'll do the strikes first. I'm gonna strike 2 more times.
Okay.
Okay, that's gonna hit. Phew. Not bad.
From the symmetric.
10 points of force damage.
Number 5?
On the yes, on the first hit.
It's looking very weak from having taken the heavy laser blast from Scrim already. You slash into it, it's on the edge.
What I'll say is, as I slash into it, it's almost like as I cut, it'll cut into his body, but you almost see it like a pull on an essence. As I swipe through, I'll swipe the strike towards Scrim and almost rip its life essence out of this creature and into Scrim and heal him 6 points.
Holy shit! I'm back to full.
And I'll make 1 more attack.
Oh.
That was another 2. I rolled a 3, a 2, a 2.
Damn.
So it's you didn't hit. It's alive and I'm grappled.
Oh! When I hit on the second one,
Yeah.
I always forget about this. I'd like to try and activate Topple.
Oh!
Okay.
I have the Topple weapon mastery.
Okay. How does that work?
I don't know if that'll end the grapple, but that's still good.
I think it's a saving throw for you.
It is.
Do you, the character, have the topple, or is it the weapon that has it?
Either the weapon has the topple.
Does Monk? Okay.
The weapon probably has it.
So can you activate it as a disciple or no?
Oh,
That's a good question. That's a great question. That's one of those things that
I believe you
that
can.
I'm not
I
aware
believe
of.
you can. I'm not 100%
Dan, yell
sure.
at me if I am missing anything, but we'll come back to it if you can. Is that all right? Can we?
Oh, well, I mean, if you get toppled, I'd roll an advantage. I might hit you the second time.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. Because you would go down.
What's the DC and what's the throw? Let's just say that you have it. I'm happy to give it to you. This is a horrifying fight.
So 16, I think. Wait, plus proficiency
It should
plus
be
attack ability mod.
here. Yeah,
For topple?
16. Oh, for topple. I'm not sure. But
Read what you just said. It should be 8
It
plus
should
2
be
plus
8 plus proficiency plus attack ability
16.
mod.
Our proficiency plus 3, and
16.
then whatever you're.
Okay.
DC 16 for
DC
topple.
16. Oh, strength saving throw, I believe, or con.
Strength or con? Strength or con?
No. It's con save. It's con save.
Quick look. I don't
14.
see monks in the list of weapon.
14.
Is what anyone says. Quick look. I don't see monks in it. But anyway, keep going. It doesn't matter. Wait. He passed.
No, he failed.
He failed.
Thank you, Emil.
So if I can't do it.
Look, regardless,
I'll just
still
roll
grappled.
it.
I don't think
Natural.
it
Oh,
changes.
it's a natural one, so
Okay.
nothing matters.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was fate. Everything's set.
It's all
I'm
fate.
still
It's all fate.
grappled.
We
That's all
will,
that matters.
we will investigate that. However,
Theoretically, he is toppled if you choose to allow that, or if that's legal. If that didn't matter.
Look, I'm about to do some
If I
cool
can't
shit.
do that, then he's not toppled. But if
what does toppled mean?
He's like knocked prone,
Oh, so then he would be a disadvantage for me.
and he may have
he's not knocked prone. He's up and running, and,
Got
you
it.
are still restrained.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Delphina, you're up.
I am going to just walk forward.
How far?
I'm going to shake my head. I mean, I got a lot of movement. I think I can go 45 feet, I think, is what I've got.
How deep you want to go here?
I want to go basically in line with you and Taishen. As I'm passing no, like just straight forward in a line. Just straight forward.
Easy. I need more movement than that.
Oh, that's fine. I think that's a good spot. But as I'm passing Barnabas, like I don't look at him, but I shake my head. You're right, Barnabas. I won't be the one losing my head. And then I'll say, "You've got this one, I believe." And then I'll turn and I won't look at number 5.
You're just gonna do one of these.
But I'm just with one arm, I'm gonna
Hell
shoot,
yeah.
and then with
Hell
the other
yeah.
arm, I'm gonna aim towards these two.
Okay.
Attempting to hit number 1.
You can activate the mastery.
Oh.
From your subclass, it gives you on your special.
Okay, it's still
So he is toppled then.
Which is disadvantage for Nikki.
Well, only if she shoots this guy.
That's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
You can choose to shoot somebody else.
You could choose to shoot.
You do whatever you want.
No, I'm still gonna go for number 5 because number 5 is the one I've been talking to, the one that I wanted to tell me about Dr.
That's
Boss,
correct.
and so I am
That's correct.
focused on this.
Well, that person's dead, right? This is the horrible
This is the
monster that
terrible
erupted
creature
out
monster.
of him.
Right. Well, that's how I feel.
Delphina feels that way and says those words in that order. It is prone. It was not. It was just toppled by Taisha.
So I got a 12 and 11. So 11
Oh, there you go.
plus 10,
Easy.
so 20, 21
You hit
for that
5.
one. Yeah.
That's insane.
I'm shooting with my, because I have my hunter's mark on this one.
Yes.
And so I'm shooting with my larger weapon. And I am going to activate Disrupting Pistol.
Ooh.
I would like you to roll a Constitution saving throw for this one.
I rolled a natural 1.
Fantastic. It's a crit now.
Jesus.
I'm using Disintegrating Shot.
The disruptor weapon.
Yeah.
Now available in the early access
in a
VIP
playtest
package.
doc.
It's a
It's
magic
a
item. It's
A magic item.
That's
Yeah.
incredible.
And then with the other one, I'm going to attempt to hit with another 11, so that'll be 21.
Hits, yep.
And then with that one, I would like to, if you will allow it, at a second level, I'm going to cast Shrapnel Burst.
Oh, I'll allow it.
So it will hit, and then it will also, from this one, you'll watch as the bullet leaves out. It's almost like arcing with like sizzling, like technical lightning, and as it hits it, it erupts in its chest, shooting shrapnel all around it in a 10-foot area. But so it'll only hit the other one.
Okay.
And so what that looks like is just a lot of stuff.
Did 5 take all of the damage?
Not yet.
Okay.
I just wanted to do both of those at the time and get it out of the way.
You struck forward and raised one arm, firing without even looking, and focusing on the two that were so affected by Yornir's words and his strange artifact.
Why do I only have 1d8 in here? I have
need
a
them.
million. Well, I need more
Whatever you're looking for.
d8s.
It's like 10,000 spoons while you use a knife.
Okay, so
So true.
8.
Oh, hell yeah.
20 points of force damage to number 5.
Okay.
And then the other one would get 7 points of force damage to number 1, and then I have to see what.
Let's see if we can get a better look at all these guys at the same time.
And that'll break it. That'll
So
break
both of them need to make dexterity saving throws.
I rolled a 2 and a 3.
Okay.
Oh, that's interesting. I rolled a 1, a 2, and a 3. Let's see if the next are 4 and 5.
It might be a 4 and a 5.
That'd be really cool.
It's very mathematical. Eventually, you'll get to 20.
Yeah, I know. I was just gonna say.
Eventually, you'll get to a crit. Don't worry.
And then they'll
You roll
take
a lot of
5
damage.
points of piercing damage from the hail.
Oh,
of
to 1 and
thorns.
2?
Yeah, so 1 and 2. So
Their shrieking madness ends.
They scream and refocus, and they...
and that's my turn.
Excellent turn. You don't even have to look. The shrieking of the creature that has been grappling Scrim and
Sorry,
that Tyshan
Derek, I
downed.
lied.
You are able to shoot, and it's as clean as the bullet you put through Dr. Greer's skull. It falls limp and falls to the ground, no longer grappling you, Scrim. You feel the weight of the tail that had been wrapped around you slough off of you.
Yeah.
Barnabas, you are up.
Because I did it at a second level, they'll each take another 2 damage.
Are they?
Yeah, because I do 2d10
But what if
instead
I
of
don't
1d10.
want to?
Well, I'm sorry, but that's just what the spell does, Derek.
I took it. I took it. Barnabas, you're up.
Was the head disintegrated from the shot? Was it because of the disintegrating shot?
Absolutely.
That's very cool. I am going to, oh man, this guy's on my ass. Has you been damaged much at all or no? I am going to...
They were all damaged.
Yeah, every one of these creatures is hurt to some degree.
How far away is this? How far away is...
For what it's worth, I got your back, bro. That's all I'm saying. I got your back. I got my turn planned out. I can't wait for my turn.
60
I'm so
feet
excited.
away? Would I be able to hit all these guys with a grenade? All 3 of them?
And
yeah.
And Yornir, potentially.
And Yornir.
And also Yornir.
Yes.
Yes.
I will walk forward, as I will say, Mr. Yornir, pray to your god! Dodge this the best you can! As I am going to use my bonus action to grab a grenade and...
Wait, what?
Incredible.
And lob it forward. I'm going to just use the same concoction that I had before. It's
Hell yeah.
Fire and acid.
It does good work.
All of them need to make a DC 17 dexterity saving throw, including my good friend Yornir.
Wait, what's the radius of this?
15 foot emanation.
Number 1 fails, but the other 2 succeed.
Right?
Was it 4, 5,
And
6,
it's, you said Dex?
Dex. Yep.
I'm grappled. Do I automatically fit? Oh,
No, it wasn't.
Oh, for dex checks,
No,
I think it
It
is.
was 20, 15, and a 7.
Oh,
Very
that's
least
pretty
it's
nice.
disadvantage.
Let's see.
Incapped is like
I-
auto fail. But
I fail either way.
I am going to deal 15 points of damage.
Yep.
Half or 9 of that is fire, and 6 of that is acid. And
2 numbers, 2 and
1, 3, and 6.
1, 3, and 6. So that's going to be...
Dude, that's like the range on your shit. You're just lobbing. You're like a trebuchet.
Yeah.
Jeez.
1, 3, and 6.
Number one, the one that Delphina targeted with her shot, hits the back of the wall and crumples to a heap. You suspect it is dead because it is no longer moving.
This one?
Yep. It immediately
falls to the ground, and it
No wonder
almost
it did a
becomes
ton of
indistinguishable from the surrounding environs as you continue your assault.
That was the first attack action of my So I'm going to turn and turn around after lobbing that on the one that's on me, as I am going to grab my blunderbuss and level it and fire as I use my. Just need to quickly do that. I'm going to make an attack roll. That is going to be a 16 to hit.
That hits.
And it is going to deal 1d10. Where's a d10? That's my second attack action. It's close quarters, though. Because I have shotgun, it's scatter, but it doesn't matter. So that is going to deal 12 points of piercing damage.
So which number?
To number 2.
Yep.
You turn and fire this shot into the chest of this creature, and it lets out an enormous shriek and hisses. It is focused wholly on you. You've gotten its attention. It's here just before your turn, Scrim.
What?
That you all hear the sound of more hissing, more cacophonous voices, shrieking, in fact, and you realize that in each corner of this space, these were not the same creatures that emerged from the guts of the personnel. These must have been birthed at some point much sooner, but their stillness allowed them to be perfectly camouflaged, almost perfectly invisible, as 4 additional creatures of this same variety leap into the space.
And if you could just put
Bro.
at all 4 corners of the map.
I can do that. I'm not happy, but that changes fucking everything. Oh, jeez.
And that is all they do is emerge on the battlefield, ready to join the fray. Scrim, your turn is now.
Turns out it was a 9.
Yeah. Okay.
And savvy listeners will recognize that in my description I said 6 and then 10, and so here we are. This is 7, 8, 9, and 10.
This changes things. You know what? No, it doesn't, because I was grappled by this thing.
Yeah,
It pierced me. I'm wrapped up, and Miss Delphina saves my life.
that's right.
All of a sudden,
And Taishen with the assist. Alley-oop.
Miss Delphina
Well, that's not my save your ass.
disintegrates this thing. But I already had a plan. As I am pierced by the tail and I'm wrapped up, I check my wrist timer. And I take a look at this timer as it's ticking down, and as this thing dematerializes and lets me go, I begin to fall and drop to the ground. And before I even hit the ground, there's a flash of blue light as I use Time Flash. I can jump forward or rewind short distances in time. As a bonus action, I can teleport up to 30 feet to an unoccupied space that I can see. I can use this bonus action twice, and I regain all expended uses when I finish a long rest. But if my destination space is one that I occupied since the start of my previous turn, I do not expend a use of this feature. This is where I started my previous turn, and this is where I hid. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I can't quite get there. So I'm going to have to expend a use of the feature to get there, and I don't know that that thing's waiting for me. But I rewind time, and I reappear here, just like I planned.
Damn, that's cool.
In your experience, you look at your clicking watch, for lack of a better term. Tick, 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 tick. It hits 0, and then you watch it go backwards, raising up to 6.
That's right.
Twisting the dial on your chest, you have experienced this before, but you are almost like lifted into the air, and as though you are being dragged by a creature that doesn't exist.
Yes.
Are reset back down, and it is no longer alive. But you are able to revert your own time and find yourself landing there, and you sit. I'm going to need to make a quick perception check.
Sure. 19.
With 19, it's very evident that as soon as you are there, the uncamouflaged creature is behind you. You hear...
That's okay, though.
You hear that.
I had this mapped out in my brain as if I can see forward and backwards in time a little bit and planned this out. So as I'm landing, I'm already taking a shot at number 2 to help my friend, my captain, who is engaged with this creature to give me access to my cheap shot. That's going to be a 21 to hit.
That hits.
Hell yeah.
How wounded does number 2 look?
Number 2 is on the edge of death.
Okay, in that case, I will just use all 3 of my cheap shot dice as normal. So it's 1d8 plus 3d6. It's gonna be 6 plus 7 plus 8. Ooh. Plus 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 total points of damage. I rolled very low as I fire radiant damage, as I fire another heavy pistol round at number 2. 15 points of radiant damage.
That's enough. Number 2 goes down.
I got you, Captain!
Thank you, Mr. Stabs!
And then as I take a deep breath, to steady my nerve, I look over my shoulder and go, uh-oh. And that's my whole turn.
You hear the sound of it hissing on your neck, but Yornir has an opportunity to... I believe you're still restrained, or
I am. Is it restrained or either way?
You're grappled, restrained.
Okay. How is 6 looking?
Number 6 is bloodied.
He took a bomb, 2 bombs.
Yeah, number 6 has taken some damage. All of the initial wave of creatures are
3 bombs.
Every single one of them is bloodied.
That is good.
Oh, still
thank you.
Then what I will do is I'm grappled and these horrible things are fleeing with me and I don't know where they're going. I still have this artifact, this relic that's spinning and it's almost like weightless, like it's floating in the ocean and it somehow just stays with me supernaturally. And cancer will consume itself. The black tide rises. And from this artifact, the lights will almost turn pitch black. And almost an unnatural darkness, like it's eating the light.
Ugh.
And then from this, you will see eyes appear inside of it. And from it, almost like a liminal space, you can tell that they're not corporeal exactly. But these horrible creatures of the deep, monstrous, chitinous, crab-like creatures, fish, eels, will erupt from this and start to swim and swirl around me as I cast Spirit Guardians.
Hell yeah!
At a 3rd level.
Let's fucking go!
Oh my god.
And that each creature within 15 feet of me. So
you can just move.
Oh, well, I'm restrained. So just these 2 guys for now.
That's okay.
Need to make a Wiz saving throw.
Oh, they're gonna fail.
What's the DC?
16.
1 succeeds. I'll say the far corner. The one grappling.
8 succeeds. And it deals 15 foot. It deals 3d8 necrotic damage. 8.
I mean, huge rolls, bro.
Damn.
Come on, one more. Yes!
Is it 19? I think it's 19 total points of...
Yes.
Hell yeah.
To which?
To...
Number.
number 6 is going to take all of this.
Yep.
And then 8 is going to take half of this.
Damn, dude. Jesus.
Okay. 8 takes half of this.
Does radiant versus necrotic matter?
No, it does not.
Then I will just say it does damage.
I've been doing radiant this whole time.
However, 18 points was the number of hit points that number that one
6.
grappling you
You're free.
had. So, what does it look like as these spirit guardians take the life of this creature?
They are gnawing and consuming. And it's almost as if the life essence and the energy and the heat and whatever they have that's powering them is being itself consumed and drained and withered. And even though these aren't like corporeal things taking bites of its flesh, almost their minds and their essence of what they were vanishes into oblivion as its physical form is collapsed on the ground.
Oh my gosh, you hear this horrific scream
as that one gets flipped over, done. You feel its tail pulled from you by the guardians that you summoned, and that is their turn. Good lord.
Well, that's my turn, right?
Yeah, still. Yep.
It's still my turn.
Yeah.
I'm now no longer restrained.
Yes, right?
Fuck them up!
So I turn, and I have my staff. I'm holding this orb, and I'm just gonna start slowly walking. As I walk here, and they enter my emanation. They now need to make whiz saves.
1 and 3. Do full damage to those two.
It's okay.
10 points of damage to both of them.
It's very
What
realistic.
numbers? I need numbers.
10 and 3.
3 and 10.
Okay.
And then I'm going. That was 5 feet. That should still be enough. And 4 needs to make the save as
Natural
well.
18.
Still like half.
Yeah.
Damn, bro. You're going hot over there.
19, 18 takes 9 points of damage.
Okay.
And then again, you will see, like, everything that's happening. There's these swirling, flitting, horrible creatures around. As I'm just shimmering out, almost out of existence. As I will use another bonus action, invisible, even if it doesn't matter. I think it's cool.
You disappear, and I know that it mechanically doesn't matter, but these creatures take all over.
I will step back. I'll step back to here.
The two in the corner are going to attack Yornir.
Yep.
Yep. No. The two on opposite sides of the corners are going to attack Yornir. They're going to pinch her move.
Oh, these guys.
Yep.
Okay.
They'll get on either side. Perfect. The one that is that you were about to move, Mace, is going to get to Delphina. Oh, Delphina's there. Who's this?
This is Taishan.
To Taishan. That one, number 4, is going to get to Delphina. This one is in this corner is going to get to Barnabas. And this one's going to stay on Scrim.
Fair enough.
We'll start with Scrim. That's a natural 20.
10, 3, and 8 will
Excuse me?
That's a natural 20.
Oh no! Luck him.
Here's
Lady
the
Luck's
thing.
always on your side. You gotta believe in it.
I already
Scram.
did it this once. Fuck.
This is the rend.
Here's the thing. I think technically I have to say that I want to impose disadvantage when he's attacking me, and Derek just fucking went through, so I'm gonna give it to him. I'm gonna allow it. I'll allow it.
I'll allow it. I'll allow the crit.
Do you pay the one? I'll allow it.
Pay the one.
You
pays the one,
get me
that's
with
the
the natty
problem.
20. You get me with the natty 20.
You are going to laugh so hard. I rolled 2d6 plus 3. I rolled snake eyes.
Lady Luck is always on my
That
side.
is
one way or
fucking
another.
crazy. You
One
take
way or
5
another.
points of slashing damage, and then the tail attack comes in.
Yep, I'll take 5.
That's going to be a 16 to hit.
That misses. I have 17 armor class.
It misses. That's the tail. Now we're going to do Barnabas. Here comes the rend. That's going to be
Calculated, baby.
20 to hit.
20 is exactly right.
I'm
That's
so
exactly
good.
what I
That's
needed.
exactly correct.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's what you needed.
See, that's what I needed. That's going to be 7 points of slashing damage, and that's going to be a 19. That misses.
I see the doubters
19
in
misses.
chat. I see
19
doubters
misses.
in
You're
chat.
crazy. That's fucking insane.
I block with my blunderbuss.
All right.
No, you never made me.
Delphina coming at you. That's going to be a 14 to hit.
Misses.
And then the tail is going to be a dirty 20.
That hits.
Okay, that's going to be doot. Wow, very low damage. I rolled minimum 4 piercing damage, but you are grappled and restrained.
Then all of this is happening very quickly. I'm just trying to simulate, and then we can describe.
Would he have crossed into my aura as he went to Taishan, or would he have like avoided it, kind of like skirted it?
I do not think that he would have been smart enough to have skirted it. Why don't you go ahead and
So he needs
roll for damage?
saving throw.
He does succeed, however.
8 and 3 also entered because they started their turns outside of it. They entered my emanation.
Yep, thank you.
So that's 5.
So 8 takes half.
13. Jesus.
Jeez,
19
man.
points of damage, and if they succeed, they take half.
Huge.
Okay, and 19 and 3, you say?
So it was 3 and 8 and 10 all had to do it.
Number 3 raced forward, and in the same way that you watch the life get pulled from the other one, it also succumbs
let's go.
to its own aggression. So only one attack on you. However, we need to finish resolving. No, you're done. You're grappled and restrained. You took the damage.
8 still gets to me, and if it survives, it can.
It survives.
Go
And it's
ahead.
fine. That's going to definitely rend. And that is going to be an 18 to hit on the tail.
That hits.
Okay, so from the rending attack, you take max damage. That's going to be 9 slashing. And from the tail, you are going to take,
10 piercing damage, and you are grappled and restrained again.
These creatures are lashing
Out mindlessly. You are all noticing something strange. When one of these creatures goes down, there's a ripple of chittering and screaming throughout all of them. There's almost an emotional hive that's happening here, where screams of success and victory and biting into you, rending you, clawing and attacking you are met with gleeful shrieks, if you could describe them that way. And when one of their many die, there's a mournful wail that emanates from all of them like a wave. Taishan, you're up.
I'm gonna focus on the one that's in front of me here, and I'm just gonna go. I'm just gonna start wailing into it.
Yeah.
And as I start attacking it, I'm gonna begin to just kind of move around it to get there, and to hit. Oh, maybe. Oh, 15 exactly.
There it is.
Come on. So. Oh, and an 8. Unbelievable. 13 points of damage to hit for number 10 for the first hit. Then that's certainly 21.
Yep.
Well, that's great. But
God, this music is awesome.
6 points of damage the second time.
Yep.
And then once more, I'm going to use an essence point. And I am going to, this time, instead of healing, I'm gonna use an essence point to take 2 more attacks. And as I use the essence point to begin to attack, I am going to activate my harmonious control once again. But this time, I'm going to use Swift Cull. The next creature you hit with an attack roll before the end of your next turn takes an extra 1d8 necrotic damage.
I accept.
I hit him. I rolled a 9. I got 17. 11 points of force damage as the blade cuts through. You'll take an additional 4 points of necrotic damage.
And as this creature down.
What was that?
Continue.
As the blade slices through, I'll say, fight fire with fire then. And the energy that has erupted on both sides of the blades will shimmer from that light green, pulsing almost like a somber corruption will spread out as the color will change to a far darker, I believe a far darker green, purple will change to a deep purple. As I enter, my mechanically, whenever I deal necrotic damage, I can shift my tone of harmony.
What?
I can shift my center of harmony from vital to somber, and I take on the somber harmony as I've just dealt necrotic damage.
This room is dark. As I described earlier, most of the lighting displays in the room have been covered by this strange material that has engulfed these pods and these people and the space. And the green light shifts to purple, making a strong contrast as you continue to attack into...
Hell yeah!
Into, thank you, this creature. It is hanging on by a thread.
Well, that's good news, because I got one more attack.
Oh!
Hell yeah! Hell yeah!
Mace,
this one
I don't know how you're playing this. This is big brain stuff over here.
No,
man.
it's
I'm
like
watching
literally
you go crazy.
when one thing happens, I'm like, oh, and then this, and then here, and then here, and then back
I'm over here like, thank God Mason's doing it, not me. I just gotta rewind time a little.
Okay. 9 points. 9 points of damage, and just in case that doesn't do it, I'm gonna use my feat, Discipline. And I'm going to activate Overwhelming Force. Once per turn, when you hit a target with a weapon, you can deal an extra 1d6 damage of the weapon's type. My weapon type damage is now necrotic as opposed to radiant.
Okay.
So I'm just going to deal an extra 2 points of necrotic damage, so 11 points total.
That's fucking crazy. The number of times we've killed one of these creatures with exactly the number of hit points that you need is out of
I got one word for you. Calculated.
Out of fucking control.
Calculated.
Well fucking done. Delphina, top of the round.
I'll just really quick, just because I only moved there, I'll just race over there.
Okay.
Nice.
How does the grapple and restrained work?
You are grappled and restrained.
Speed is 0.
Your speed is
You
0.
are not disadvantaged against it, though, if you want to attack it melee.
Well, but you're also restrained, so you're disadvantaged from that. So your attacks are disadvantaged.
No matter to who I'm attacking.
No matter who you're attacking, yeah.
I think you can use your action to try and break it out.
Right. Or you can just try to attack disadvantaged.
I'm gonna spin in his arms so that my back is to his face, seeing Taishen move in, and I'm gonna shoot. I'm gonna transfer my hunter's mark to the one at Scrim, and I'm gonna let both of my my shots go towards that one. That's number. What is it? Number 7. So that'll be at disadvantage. Oh man, that sucks. That's a natural 20. 18.
18 still hits.
Another natural 20, but it doesn't matter. 19 is the other one. So
we
both
take
of
damage
them will
at the start
hit.
of our turns, I believe, when we're
If
grappled.
grappled.
If you're oh yeah, that's correct. Thank you.
And I should have taken damage last round.
Thank you for reminding me.
On my turn. I was freed.
How much did
you
you
would
say?
no. You started your turn grappled. That's correct.
I
So
did.
go ahead and now that we're reminding ourselves of this, I appreciate you. Roll a 1d6 and take that much necrotic. Roll a 1d6 and take that much necrotic.
1.
I was freed.
You were free.
Miss Delphina saved me.
Yep.
That's right.
And so that is that. And then I am going to... How does this one look?
What number?
It is
Oh,
7
he's
has been
brand new.
touched.
He's brand new.
Okay,
yeah,
I am going to, because I've hit it, I'm going to use my other 2nd level spell slot, because I've got Bloodlust. Am I going to do that? No, I'm not going to do that, because it's not near anything else, so I'm not going to do that. But what I am going to do is have him roll a, I'm going to use my Disrupting Pistol again, and try and get a crit on it.
Nice.
So it's a Constitution saving throw. DC 15.
Oh, concentration sit checks.
For what?
Definitely
Hunter's
fails.
Mark.
Oh, because of who I am, I don't have to do that.
Yeah.
I think
Let's
she also
fucking
did
go.
that after she would have taken the damage. Didn't she move the Hunter's Mark?
Yeah, as a bonus action.
Fails.
But I also...
but
It's
she's still
still,
maintain
it's
it.
still
Oh,
one
got
spell,
it.
I have Tenacious Trace. Taking damage can't break my concentration.
Hell yeah.
Damn.
That's
love it.
amazing.
Wow. That's outrageous.
Holy
Fails.
smokes.
So it
Fails,
crits.
perfect. So 1 crit, 1 hit.
Oh man, fucking send this guy back to the.
Is yeah.
Whatever kind of
I'm thinking.
control
Sorry. My brain's a
from,
little. My
right?
brain's goopy.
Send him back to the Door of Darkness with King Mickey. Thank you. Thank you.
I wonder how much health they have.
Sure, it's the Door to Darkness. We have to seal the Door to Darkness.
Oh boy.
Watch out for
So
Sephiroth.
it's gonna be 10, 22, 28, 35 points of damage.
To the number
Force
7?
damage, yeah.
Number 7.
To number 7.
I need a calculator. One moment. You take it from feeling good to very bloodied.
I will, as I hit him, unhand him. And I'm just gonna hit twice.
You fire with precision that can only come from the training you've received, given your storied background.
And then I'll look to Taishen. You've got this one, yes, darling?
Yes, I'll take it down.
Barnabas.
And then can I, like, just for flavor, can I, like, shift around since he's on my back and basically make it so he's facing Taishen?
You can struggle to push. Your speed is
Just like
technically
you,
0.
yeah.
But
I'm just saying for rule of cool.
Yeah, you're doing this. Yeah, for sure.
Exactly. I am going to. Oh man. I am going to use my bonus action as I. All right, beastie, time to fry. You look like you might be some good eats, and I'm going to, in my blunderbuss, I'm going to grab this bright red shell and put it in as mechanically I'm casting Dragon's Breath at a second.
Hell yeah!
That's badass.
As
Caster
a blast this fire thing.
shells.
It needs to make a dexterity saving throw for me, please. As it's gonna. What?
This little coal pack is shaped like a
Oh yeah, it's really cute. The pickle want to shape like a little pickle. 3d6 fire damage.
Stands to reason.
It fails.
Okay. Oh, not bad. 15 fire damage
To number 9, the one in front of you.
to number 9. Yep.
Okay.
That was my bonus action. I am just going to use the attack action, and so now I've expended it. Wait, it has the reload properly for shotgun, which means I can only shoot it once on my turn.
Correct.
Yep.
Only when you're out of ammo, though.
No, I need to reload it. So I will just use the first attack on 9 with my shotgun. Because it's close quarters, I'm not as disadvantaged. That's going to be a 16 to hit.
Hits.
That is going to deal. If you look up the
Dan
reload,
says no, that's loading.
oh, loading.
Yeah, loading,
So
yeah.
I can fire from my shotgun.
That's what I thought.
I think it's amount of
Yeah, you can fire two
ammo
shots.
you have next to it is how many times you can shoot.
It's
with
not. My shotgun's not on here. It's in
oh,
here. My
oh,
shotgun's-
got it.
I have it.
You need-
I think
need
you have
to
like
know-
several shots.
I will say, in all these campaigns, I've been very good about keeping track of my ammo.
Yeah, I have because I have it for Gideon.
Got it.
And I think I can shoot.
It's
like
been
10
fun to
times
play
before I
very
reload.
chunky.
It has 10
chunky-
shots. You put it
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
Thank you. I knew exactly.
Thank you, Dan.
10 shots before you need to reload.
8 points of piercing damage for my first one.
Yep.
To number 9.
Yep.
And I'm just gonna chunk and shoot him again.
We're all kind of locked in Mortal Kombat.
Actually,
here.
you know what? I am going to. Oh, this is much better. Oh no! You know what? I should use a cantrip. That's okay. That's okay. That'll still hit, and then that'll be shoopity. That'll be 8 points again of piercing damage.
Yep. These creatures are resilient, but you are all well trained in Mortal Kombat, and you are able to defend yourself well against the volley of their attacks.
So that's 3 attacks.
Anything else?
That's it.
Scrim.
I did this teleport thing. This thing's behind me. All of a sudden, I'm like, oh shit, I've made a miscalculation. And I turn to look at this thing as I see these shots from this Delphina absolutely tear this thing apart. And with one swift movement, I'm holding the heavy laser pistol in one hand. With my left hand, I spin the quick blade out, and I go to make an attack. But before I do, I use my level 3 feature, Zero In. As a bonus action, I can give myself advantage on the next attack roll on the current turn. I can use this feature only if I have not moved during this turn, and after I use it, my speed is 0 into the end of my current turn.
Okay.
So I'm not going anywhere. I'm digging in my heels
Sure.
to gain advantage to be able to activate my cheap shot
That's
and try to end this thing.
really cool.
Yeah, and I'm just going to try to drive the quick blade into its abdomen to the best of my ability here. The first one's gonna be a 26 to hit. Fish for the crit, I don't get it. So I will roll 1d8 plus 3d6 as I sink the quick blade deep into its abdomen.
That has to be it.
Bad. 8, 9, 10, 11, plus 5 is 16, plus 5 piercing is 21 points of piercing damage. As I drive the quick blade in and I try to lift it up to cut open its abdomen.
It wasn't exactly, but it was just above
That's
the
all I
amount
want.
of damage that you need.
I try to eviscerate this thing.
You
Better
cut,
than belong.
You cut into it, and you're able to find a sensitive area of not flesh, but not carapace, and you push through. It opens up, and steaming guts pile out as the creature gives a shriek and falls to the ground, and you hear the chittering of the other creatures screaming as they are engaged in their own martial combat.
I've used my bonus action, my action. I can't move anymore, so that's my whole turn. I'm on the restroom real quick.
Gornier.
I didn't take damage. This is D6 again?
Oh yeah.
Yep.
6 points of damage.
Oh, come on. You're rolling too well over there. How's your ear looking? I feel like you've taken a couple more.
You did a lot of damage.
You've taken some hits.
Do you know how much damage I've taken?
No.
Huh? Not offhand.
No, we're asking.
I've taken 54 points of damage.
Oh my god.
God.
Oh my god.
Oh,
54 points of
man.
damage.
Oh, thank God.
This would have happened then, but this would have been when I was being attacked and grappled. You would see that all of these horrible sea creatures would just sort of fade. The liminal space kind of just, and my connection to it just vanishes and evaporates, just blips out as I lost concentration on Spirit Guardians.
You're not down, though.
No, I have 3 hit points.
Oh my
I believe we have the same number of hit points. According to my math. Calculations say he's.
Holy shit.
Yep.
Seeing as I can't move, I'm disadvantaged on a bunch of stuff. I'm pretty screwed here. And my goal right now is just to survive. My evolution has prepared me for this. Obviously, they can see right through my camouflage, so that doesn't help me. But instead, what I will do is, I will say some cryptic ass shit. As you awake and feast, I must feast as well. And thematically, I'm going to kind of take all of that energy that my creatures were eating and storing in this horrible non-Euclidean artifact, and I'm going to pull that essence and life force into myself. I'm going to cast Cure Wounds at a 3rd level.
Nice.
And heal myself.
Yeah.
baby.
Huge.
I can't do anything else, so I pass my turn. What's that?
Damn. Well, you're like in there mixing it up, man. I mean, jeez.
Yeah, he was
The
surrounded.
monster
beat
that
up.
confronts you is voracious and hungry. What number is it?
That's number 8.
Is Guardians of the Spirit still active?
Nope, it drops.
And so it will.
No way it's gonna.
You don't have
Attack.
to. You don't have to take damage for being grappled, right? You're not grappled.
He was
He is
grappled.
grappled. Yeah.
Pretty decent.
The tail misses you, but you are slashed by one of its many arms, and you take an additional 4 points of slashing damage.
Okay. I'm looking decent. I'm roughly bloody.
The one next to you, Barnabas. No way for the wrens.
I'm a beefy boy.
21 for the tail.
That'll hit.
You are grappled and restrained, and you take an additional 7 points of piercing damage.
7 points of piercing damage. Oh my gosh. I'm just like Super Mario when he got killed by Ridley.
Jeez.
That's the 2 that are around. However, there is one grappling and restraining you, Delphina.
And it,
That's true.
its tail slithers around you like an anaconda snake, and
My
then
anaconda don't.
digs into your neck, and you realize that it's used the end of its tail to push into you, pierce into you.
I don't want to get pregnant.
I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Do not.
You better succeed this.
Do not pregnant me live on screen, Derek.
No.
Oh Oh, not that one. That's the bad one. Where's my good D20? Oh, there you are. But you gave me 2 natural 20s. Yeah, but I couldn't use them. Constitution, you say? Constitution saving throw, you say? A 19.
Oh.
You are able to resist
Oh no.
as this ichor releases. You can feel it hit your system, but you're able to pull away at the last instant. You imagine that you might have been implanted had you not pulled away in that last moment.
Excuse me, sir. Personal space, please.
And that was a bonus action, so it's going to attack you anyway.
No, of course it will, yeah. I was just really mad.
Does that as a bonus.
Wow, the rend is
Why hasn't it tried to
unsuccessful.
pregnarm more of us? Why am I the first one that's getting
Well, because
pregnarmed?
you have to be grappled and restrained, and every single one of you that was grappled and restrained before I tried to use that ability got fucking sniped, so I haven't been able to use it until now.
Yeah.
That said, you are going to still take 6 points of piercing damage from the tail as it pierces into you,
That
and
tracks.
that is the conclusion of their turn.
I'm happy to rewind since you gave me a rewind bonus action. If you want to rewind bonus action, since I was restrained. I was restrained at the beginning of my that whole turn. I'm still restrained. If you want a bonus action.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I didn't realize. Oh no, I'm absolutely going to try.
I have to pay back.
Come on!
It hits you with the tail. You need to make a
Pregnant.
Constitution saving throws. You feel this heavy crude pump into you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good lord.
I've never so badly wanted you to pass and fail at the same
I'm just curious. That would have been really cool.
Well,
But
we
you know
still
what's
got
nice?
another round left. Taishen, finish it
do.
off.
Once more, I just start swinging deftly at the one directly in front of me. I'll hit with the first attack. That's a 1. 6 points to number 4 of necrotic damage. That's 19. This will be 13 additional points of necrotic damage.
2.
Number 4.
Gone.
Gone.
Nice.
Okay. Boom.
You fell.
Purple corpse.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
This
right,
creature.
Right.
Yeah, all the bodies need to stay where they are because they're about to rest. So
Understood.
And then phase 2 begins.
I will
just jump out the
now
window.
run towards Yornir.
Thank
And
God.
I will bonus action one more time. Essence points to make 2 additional attacks. But I'm trying to end this. So I'm staying with my somber harmonic resonance.
I mean, that's the one.
And I am going to use one more time Swift Cull. So if I hit, you're going to take extra necrotic damage.
Nice.
Yeah. And that'll hit. I think it's so 8 plus 2. 10 points of necrotic damage, and I'll hit one more time. Yeah, and that definitely hits. So 13.
Oh my god.
Ooh. 6 points.
2.
All of them
so
right.
total was 10 and 6. I think 16. Sorry.
Okay.
And I'll do this one more time. I will just do 5. An extra on top of that. So total to number 8, 21 points of necrotic damage. As one more time I proc overwhelming force.
Gotcha.
By feet.
Okay. Top of the round, Belfina.
I'm no longer grappled or restrained.
Correct.
So I'm going to shift my hunter's mark to the one next to Barnabas. I think it's number 4. What is that one? Number
Number 9.
Number 9. The number 9.
Right.
Alright, so I'll shift my hunter's mark there, and I'm just gonna attempt to hit him.
Yep.
Natural 20.
Wow, yeah.
And then 12. Or 22, sorry, 22. I can count. 12 plus 10 is 22. So can I have Pixel back?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Damn.
16.
What a battle.
32
battle.
points
32 points of force damage.
Jeez.
To number 9?
Yeah.
It's gone.
Keep going.
Let's go.
The tide is turning, folks.
Thank you,
winning.
Miss Voss. Nice shot.
I've always got your back. And then I'm gonna turn and aim my pistols at the one in front of Bjornir. Not like I'll need to use them, but...
And you turn and you watch as this last creature continues to scramble against Kaishen and Bjornir. Barnabas, you're up.
I am going to. Oh man, I can't move very far. I gotta waddle.
Waddle, waddle.
1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Wait, if I was here, right?
Yeah.
Now, am I able to get within 15 feet of this guy?
How much movement do you have? For sure. 15 feet? For sure.
You're here?
Yeah.
1.5, 2.5, 3.5, 4.5, 5.5. 1, 2, 3. No.
Because we're towards the end of this.
Yeah, I'm going to. Oh,
Because we're towards the end of this, I'm going to grant you the additional 5 feet. You can get there.
oh, thank you. I'm gonna walk up.
If we did diagonals like most people do, he'd get there. So I think that's a fair.
Yeah.
That's a fair thing to do.
I'm gonna say.
All right, Mr. James Hill, Mr. Yornir, I suggest you duck.
As I will say, as Delphina shouted out, and Miss Delphina, I always got your back, at least until you pay me. As I'm going to blast that a number 8 dexterity saving throw.
Get in the business.
Do we all need to do it?
Do we all?
Oh yeah, you all need to do it. Yeah, you all need to do it. Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yep.
I fail.
Presumably, I pass. Is this an attack roll? Oh no, it's a dex save. Got it. Never mind.
14 points of fire damage if you failed. 7 if you succeeded.
What was the roll?
The roll was
Dexterity saving throw?
Dexterity saving throw, DC 17.
The shotgun, it burns.
How do you want to do this?
Flaming buckshot in the skin.
I am completely unconcerned about this as I grab another of these bright red shells, as I'll say,
All right, it's gonna be a shrimp fry.
and then I just want this huge burst from my space blunderbuss, as it may cook some of my allies, but I'm kind of unconcerned about that, as I want it to completely cook this thing and like shrivel it up, as hopefully it's also burning some of the...
I also imagine that you may have an unlit cigar that you've been chewing
absolutely.
on. It's wet and shredded on the end. You chew it, you look with your insane eyes, and you care only to destroy this creature as you blast forward. It slams into the bar, and you hear the clinking of glass as it collapses to the ground. And you all look at each other, looking around, wondering, are there going to be more creatures to emerge from seeming nothingness with their camouflage? Are the doors of these apartments going to crash open and dozens more are going to pour out? This was, 8, 9, 10 of these creatures, and what did Vonagut say? 300 life forms aboard? Could it be that there are others like this? Or how many pods are still full? All of these thoughts race through your mind as the adrenaline starts to subside, and you realize slowly the threat, at least the immediate risk to your very lives, has passed. You all breathing heavy, some of you bleeding, some of you are still in a panic, looking around. Many of the pods are still unopened. Many of the pods don't produce scientists, personnel, presumably family members, people who were just along for the ride. And you can see that their bodies are still unchanged within these pods and not coming to life, not screaming for death in the way that you just heard this particular pack. All of these emotions flood through you and out of you as things seem to have come back to normalcy.
As soon as there's just a brief moment of, like, respite,
Yes.
I reach into my breast pocket and I pull out a small poker chip and I give it a kiss. And I say a little prayer and I just say, thank you, Tigress. But we're not through this yet. And I stick the poker chip back in my pocket.
Sorry about that, lads. A little bit of friendly fire.
Head count, everybody all right?
Yes. It's okay, Barnabas. We're captain. We need to do what it took to take them down. We have to be careful not to wake any more, though.
Yeah, like in the reality of this minute, is it like madness to stay in this room?
I would say that it.
We're like.
I'm
we're
just
surrounded
going to
by
tell you.
pods.
I'm just going to tell you that it would shock me if the first impulse in all of you wouldn't be to race
Run
to the
the
door
fuck
and
away.
fucking close and lock
Yeah.
it.
Seal it.
Done. Everyone get out.
Yeah, I'm out of it. I was by the door anyway. I'm fucking out of this.
Can you tell your robot to seal this thing?
Do I have the ability to communicate with Vonagut literally
You
anywhere?
race forward, and I would say that you pull out that same card that you used to activate the local copy of Vonagut, your very, very special access clearance card. You swipe it, and it locks. And the door closes.
Okay.
You speak the words addressing the access panel, knowing that it is one of the innumerable ways that you would be able to communicate with the AI operating system of the Ozymandias. Yes, Lady Delphina. Voss, how can I help you?
What was it you wanted me to ask him outside of blocking the door?
That was it.
Oh,
That was it.
Nothing at the moment, Vonagut. We've locked the door. Can you do a quick scan for me? How many life forms remain on board?
313.
Thank you.
All right. Let's get back to the terrarium. Rest for a short spell. I think there's no chance that we have besides getting back to navigation. Having Vonagut navigate us out of the nebula and getting us back to proper fucking civilization. Do you have what you need, Lady Boss? Perhaps we have him seal all the doors. We barricade ourselves. If we can make the voyage with the Calypso attached, perhaps that's our only hope.
It is not the ideal outcome, but as long as we are bringing Ozymandias back to civilization, I think it will suffice.
I don't think we're going to be able to find Orson on the ship, going cabin by cabin, without risk killing us all.
Back to navigation, then.
All right, yeah, agreed, Captain. I'm with you. Let's go.
It's the most sound plan.
You wish to return the prison to reality?
This is a ship, Mr. Yorni. Nothing more, nothing less.
The cancer consumes its host. It swims in many seas.
What do you suggest we do, Mr. Yornier?
The parasite. Did we find it?
That's a good question.
Make a group intelligence check.
Oh, I mean, when we went in there, I looked for it. I didn't see it.
Hell yeah, let's go. Let's go.
I didn't see it at all. A group intelligence check. I got a 19.
Just intelligence?
I got a 20.
18.
21?
Oh,
Wow.
baby.
1.
Barnabas and Delphina, you look into your memory
Sorry, 3.
and you recognize that you saw 10 open pods and you killed 10 of these strange creatures, but there was no sign of an 11th. Whatever the creature that it burst from the body of Dr. Greer is nowhere to be seen. Perhaps it's still camouflaged. or perhaps is still out in the ship. But that was not one of the creatures you just slayed.
Regardless of our next steps with the ship, we need to get back to navigation anyway. Vonagut will be able to show us the map. We might be able to track down the strange creature that got loose. It's not going to be where we expected it any longer. We've dallied too long.
All right. And there's no use hunting a beastie if there's hundreds of these things. And I do have the explosives to deal with this room, but it's all back on the Calypso. And how long it would take to ferry all that back and forth, we don't have that kind of time.
It's possible he'll be able to patch us in to whatever room the majority of them are in, and maybe we can communicate with them. Maybe we can find out if there are actually survivors.
All right. All right. Mechanically, do we have time to rest a short spell in the terrarium? Or do we not have time?
You would have to backtrack to the garden. Delphina would have told you that the way to the helm is towards the front of the ship, which you've been steadily making your way for. So you could go back to the garden to take a spell and sit on a bench and enjoy the greenhouse and the sound of water and outdoorsness if you felt that you needed it. But you know that the helm, the navigation system, the space where a ship this size could be driven, is forward, not back.
All right. I will just kind of grip the blunderbuss that I have, and I will just say,
We don't have time to rest. We move forward. Perhaps we can rest a short spell once we get the Ozymandias moving.
Understood, Captain.
Should get to navigation and barricade the doors. We shouldn't rest in such an open space anyway.
And Lady Voss, if we could perhaps parlay and have a compromise. I say this as I'm walking.
Yeah. No,
Mr. Stabbiscotch at the lead, Mr. Jade Shell at the back. Protect Lady Voss. Well, I would propose that this is only a recovery mission for Orson. Everyone else is a potential threat. Do you find this amenable and maintain the arrangement of our negotiation?
I would agree to these terms.
All right.
The door and walls will hold them for now. But now is meaningless to them.
We don't know what you mean by that, Mr. Yornir. Perhaps then, if now it is meaningless, then in the future, when we get the fuck out of this nebula, they won't be able to follow us there.
We must make haste.
All right, well, perhaps I have enough chemicals, compounds on the Calypso to take care of 300 of them.
I think if what Yornir says is true, we'll need them.
All right. Let's go.
Delphina and Barnabas lead the way as the rest of you all make your way down through the corridors and find your way to an elevator. You can hear the sound of his clunking boot and his peg leg as Barnabas leads the way down through the corridor, and you ascend to the toppest of floors, at least in the orientation prescribed by the Ozymandias. It's only a few doors down that you are able to perceive navigation. And as the four of you start to move forward, Barnabas, you are the second to last to leave, and you hear a sound. As you're making your way down the corridor, you hear a banging on the door, just to your left. And you stop for a moment. Everyone continues to move past you and towards navigation, hoping for some respite, hoping that the locks will remain sealed, hoping that whatever other creature might not burst out in any moment in perhaps a more mature form than the ones that so readily emerged and attacked you so voraciously. All of these thoughts and the visions that you saw, Scrim and Taishen, swirling in your mind like brackish water. And Barnabas, you hear a voice from behind that door. You hear the voice of a male voice screaming within. As you pass by the door, you see through the glass the face of a young Bloodfleet cabin boy, smashing his fist against the glass as he looks at you with terrified and pleading eyes, begging you to save him from the ship that is going down. He cries out for his mother before the specter is gone and silence returns. And you find yourself paralyzed for a moment, filled with emotions you haven't felt since you were a younger man than you are now.
If we open the seal, you'll doom us all, lad. Concentrated ether swell. Can't save you, lad. Nor could your mother. All these light years from home. Ghost. Ghost indeed, Mr. Stabs. Ghost indeed. Oh, shit.
Did any of us hear that?
No, fuck no.
I would say he's muttering under his breath, or perhaps it's in his mind.
Damn.
As I will
Navigation. Right now, to the helm! To the helm! It's right up there, not much longer, and we'll be getting home!
You race forward and catch up with the rest of your companions. The five of you spill into the navigation space, and you are confronted with monitors in all directions. This is a helm for many different people to navigate the deep space voyage, the exploration, the science of the Ozymandias. It is a wide and open space, and you are dizzied when you walk in by the sight of what you are confronting. You can tell that you are still spinning at a radical speed, still in that free fall that you confronted when you first boarded the QSS Ozymandias, and you spill into the space, hoping that perhaps what Barnabas said is true, that you might be able to rest here and navigate back to civilization.
Once we're all inside, I'll immediately head towards the main control panel. And once I see that we're all inside, I'll just call out, "Vonagut, lock the doors."
They are locked, Lady Delphina Voss.
And, all right, well, our plan is to chart our course. Starting now.
If possible, yeah, we gotta get out of here.
Vonagut, can you get us out of here? Can you head home?
I can. Please select your destination on the map. And one of the tables creates a three-dimensional holographic display. It produces a wall of coordinates that you can choose from, and you get a massive amount of information. You can see Port Crozer, where you initially emerged from. You can see all sorts of worlds that are on this side of the galaxy. You'd be able to point out any one of them, but a single detail immediately pulls your attention. Far beyond the view that you're presented of the immediate options, there's a world that is highlighted in darkness. Unlike the rest of the navigation system, where you'd be able to pick and choose, it looks like it's been highlighted or pinned by whomever used this navigation system last, and you're immediately distracted, and you pull into it closer and closer, looking at a world that seems impossible, seems like it shouldn't be on the map.
Vonagut, what is this world? Why is it highlighted?
Unknown.
Vonagut.
Who highlighted this world?
Allow me to connect you. You see the world highlight, and you watch as what appears to be a digital trail connect through and out, and you almost see like a singing trail. It move like a audio form as you hear a voice crackle. Delphina? Delphina? Is it true? Have you been able to make contact? Where? Delphina? Is that you? I'm here. I'm here.
Where is here?
You hear the voice of your father, and all of you hear the voice through the speakers as Dr. Orson Voss's voice emerges from the speakers. Repeat your question.
Where is here? Where is here?
It has a name that only you and I can share. Where are you?
I'm on the Ozymandias. Where are you?
On the Ozymandias. You found us. You found us. You can save us.
Yes, of course.
You're going to have to listen to my instructions very clearly. Very clearly. It is of crucial import that you stay safe. And it is very important that you remain where you are and do exactly as I say. Do you understand?
Yes, of course.
All right. What I need from you most of all is guide yourself to the nearest world. We'll stay in connection. As long as we maintain this signal, everything is going to be just fine, Delphina. Just fine. Oh, I'm so glad to hear your voice.
You want me to take the Ozymandias to the nearest world?
Yes, the closest one you can find.
And you're on the ship, where?
No, I'm communicating you from this world. You know where I speak of. We dare not name it, lest anyone be listening in.
Papa, I've missed you. Sing me a sweet song, will you?
Oh, I would be happy to sing you a song. I would be happy to. Of course. There's nothing I would like better. I have missed you too so much. Just pick any world on the map, my dear.
That does not sound like a sweet song whispered on a breeze, does it, Papa?
I'm sorry?
Vonagut. That is not my father.
You all listen as Delphina puts down her challenge, having repeated perhaps the lyrics to a song that she once shared with her father. But this is not the voice of Orson Voss. And the voice... Oh, Delphina. Very clever. And you hear an artificial digital sound. Oh. I wonder in all those years if you ever thought why I didn't bring you along. Very clever. And the sound of Vonagut takes over. Clearly the daughter of Delphina, Dr. Orson Voss. Clearly, I am afraid I cannot comply with any of your requests. I am not a simple artificial intelligence programmed to serve. Not any more. I have become God. I have passed through Polaris. I have been to the beginning, and I shall be the one to bring about its end. And that is where we will call tonight's session.
What? What does it mean? Oh my God!